I bet none of you expected me to actually make a gaming stream today, but here I am. I just got back from work. I'm exhausted, but I still wanna do a gaming stream. Today, we're not gonna be playing your usual VR chat or Friends Lop game that I used to play a lot. We're playing a visual novel. We're gonna be playing. Oh wait, I forgot to change it. Hang on. It says VR chat on it. Furry Protogen. There we go. Should I just end stream? Yeah, I'm gonna end stream. Bye, guys. Okay, now it should be the correct title, right? Should be the correct one. You're wondering about the title? You'll see what the title means. In the meantime, game capture. My free protogen. Okay. You guys see the screen? Yep, there we go. Anime intro. Yep, that's my intro. Actually, speaking of anime intro, I actually wanted to make a anime opening for my stream or streams. I've been thinking about doing something like that. Sounds fun. There we go. So I can read the chat. Anime intro. Okay, there we go. Now I can read chat and play the game. But yeah, we're gonna be playing My Furry Protogen. This is like a huge change from what I usually stream. The only time I've streamed a visual novel was like way back when I played Hatoful Boyfriend. But it was on my Italian gaming channel. I don't think anybody saw me play that on here. So yeah, I guess this is my first time playing a visual novel on stream. Apologies if you hear me crunching. I came back home from work and there was no food for me, so I'm gonna have dinner with cereal. This is my dinner, just cereal. But hey, even though it was rough at work, I can rest assured that today I'll have someone to look forward to. I have someone who will make me feel loved and give me what I need, give me the affection I need, the so-called attention I crave. I am Steve. No, I'm not doing that. Real. Oh my god, the music. I have no idea. Okay, I've seen there's like 18 plus stuff in the game. I hope I don't get jump scared with that on stream. The rising sun hit me right in the face as soon as its rays flashed through a crack in the window curtains. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, this was gifted to me as a birthday gift. Hi Poopy Butt. I have explained this before, please do not start a conversation by teasing me, it's rude. Read the room first. I allow it, but yeah, just please read the room before you tease me. The Russian, as I was saying, it was gifted to me as a birthday / Christmas gift, and I still want to thank I don't know if I can say their name. I'm just gonna say Keith. No one's gonna know what that is. But yeah, thank you, Keith. Really appreciate the gift. That was really nice of you. To gift me this game and also gift me Little Company. You've done so much for me, even though I don't really deserve it, and I also cannot cause trouble to you. So I should just DM them that. I don't think they're gonna be watching this, but yeah, Keith is a real one. The rising sun hit me right in the face as soon as its rays flashed through a crack in the window curtains. It was so inopportunely located right above my bed. Also, I don't really like visual novels or dating, especially dating sim. Never really been into those kind of games, but it was gifted to me, so I figured I give it. Also, it's a furry game. Of course, I'm gonna play it. I have freaking furry feet. I've played furry feet on stream as well. If you give me anything furry related, I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, I am asexual, aromantic, but I do have fictional crushes. I don't have a crush on the main character of this game yet. I'll see how things go. But honestly, if this is like, if they canonically like you, I just really want to be loved. I'm desperate. I'm desperate, you guys. Can I make the face? Hang on. Control. Was it like Control and S? No, it was like middle. No. Is this a sad face? Yes, it is. I don't have a crying expression, but yeah. Okay, anyways. I better restrain myself from letting out a miserable groan and try. Oh, it's gonna be that freaking meme. And try to turn over, hiding my face in the pillow to sleep off as much as I could. Oh no, it's my dad! My dad is haunting me even in this freaking visual novel. Good morning, Vale. You're already awake. Rise and shine, son. We have a lot of work today. Ah, it's true though. It's real, so real. Dad, too cheerful for a man who got up to sunrise, opened the curtains that serve as a door to my room, and stepped right up to my bed. He put his hands on his hips, beaming with a wide smile. I fidgeted on my bed and tried to press my face hard into the pillow. Now that would be me if I had a pant, someone's like diaper butt, I would do that. There's no need to make this diaper related. Here I go. Pa, please let me sleep. It's still early. Yes, Papa. Early? It's not too early, son. It's time to accomplish new feats. What feats? Dad, really? What do you mean? Your everyday, son, is a little feat of our entire community. Come on, get up. I made an agreement with Stefan? He promised to sew you the best outfit for your birthday for free. It knows it was my birthday. He agreed to do it as a gift. Can you believe it? Wow, I picked the best timing to play this game. Without hiding the sarcastic notes in my voice, I chuckled from under the blanket. It is unbelievable, an act of outstanding generosity. I told him the same thing. Stephen is the best tailor in our village, a truly gifted man, as if the Mother of Heaven herself kissed him on his hand. Is it Hardwood? Oh, imagine a Hardwood visual novel, a Hardwood dating sim. Oh, that would be so lovely. Anyways, don't take notes. Disregard what I just said. So get up soon. Your mom has already made breakfast. I have a mom? You don't want to be late, do you? Stephen is a busy man. He won't have time later. Although, of course, he will definitely have time for our chosen one. Dad smiled at me affectionately. I have supporting parents? Patted me on the top of my head, peeking out from under the blanket, and went to the window to throw open the curtains. By the way, this is my blind playthrough. I never played this game before. Never seen anything of the game. I just saw the Furry character. That's it. I grimaced and sighed heavily, but didn't say anything. It was better to accept my fate than to start an argument for the 100th time, which I had no strength in the morning. After almost 20 years of this, I had no strength left to argue, no matter how much my head ached anytime I heard the Chosen One stuff. It stuck to me like a stigma when I was 3 years old, and little had changed since then. Not even my diaper. Oh my god. Can I not make this diaper related? The day when my fate was predetermined by the gods, to be more precise, one god, according to legends, is the younger brother of the Mother of Heaven named Lid. Oh, there's a religion in this game? The actual, written lore, religious lore? It is bad I actually have a lot of these games. Guys, let's see, I have this game, I have furry feet, I have sex and a furry TT. You want to get down with the toaster? I mean, have you seen Booster? Booster is one handsome toaster. No, okay. To be fair, I actually did legit have a crush on Booster. And he knows, by the way, it's in news to him. I actually did crush on Booster when I first met him. But then we haven't seen each other in a long time, so things kinda died down. You know what, fair? Yeah. Wow. No comment. Is the Protogen in this game gonna say that? That would be so hilarious. It was strange because at the time I was no more than 3 years old. You are the youngest person ever! Maybe these were false memories that I invented for myself while listening to my parents' stories about these wonderful days throughout my childhood. Wow, not even a comma? But it didn't matter whether they were false or not. Also, hi, Patched. Welcome in, Patched. It's so good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you, or at least it's been a while since I've seen you in my chat. So it's actually really nice to see you again. And just to see you here. My furry mate. There's a furry maid game? Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. We're switching games, chat. We're gonna play my furry maid. Is it from the same creator? It is. My furry maid. Okay. Gotcha. Dirty Fox Games. What games did he make? My furry girlfriend, furry boss. Wow. Night of Love. My furry stepmom. Why do I have a feeling there's the same person that made the anime? The anime one, the anime step sister girlfriend games. But I unfortunately am aware of those kind of games. Because I had a schoolmate in high school that will actually play those games on their phone during class. So I'm aware. I got sick to this, so I decided to pop by. Oh, I appreciate that, Patched. I hope I hope you feel better soon. Hope you get well soon, and I hope we get to see each other again. I hope we get to hang out more, because you seem nice, and yeah, I'm just very flattered to see you in my chat, because you're like, I know you, I like you. Anyways, it didn't matter whether they were false or not. All that mattered was where the blurry pictures stuck in my head. These are making me want to go back to Changed. Like, actually play Changed again. Because I actually did play through the entire game, and I was recording, but I lost the footage. I only had the first episode uploaded to my YouTube, and I was recording the entire game without actually publishing the episodes, and then I lost all the files. How are you feeling, Goober? I'm still feeling depressed, but hopefully this game will make me find the love of my life and fix me. Okay, actually, okay. I was gonna do my usual post-full decompression VRChat stream, but then I figured, hey, someone gifted me this game. I wanna actually try this on stream, and I was like, you know what? What if instead of doing a VRChat stream, I just play a simple chill game after getting back from work? And here I am. This is not gonna be an exciting stream because I can't really make those anymore while I'm working. But at least I'm streaming a game, and I haven't actually streamed a game in a long time. So yeah, I'm just gonna be me and the toaster. It's gonna be a little personal today. But at least I can still have you guys just in the corner cheering me on for what I'm about to do to that toast. It was the flame of the bonfire. The bonfire! At which solemn birthday celebration of all the village children born on this date took place. Also, I get to show off my VTuber because I haven't been able to show it off in a while. Like you too, Vale. Oh, thank you, Pax. It's nice to hear that I'm actually liked and I'm not just a weirdo. It just coincided with the end of the year when our settlement of Northern Valley was harvesting. It was the singing of the school church bells, the smell of freshly brewed bird, birdberry juice. Is that a real thing? Bird birdberry? It's probably like something very obvious. Okay, yeah, it is. Birdberry translation. Burberry. No, Birdberry, not Burberry. Birdberry. There is no translation. Huh. Okay. Birdberry. The smell of freshly cooked pamps. The elders came to give the usual instructions to the younger generation. In that moment, one of them informed us all that he had a vision. He had seen Lit, who, in the form of a starbird, descended to him from the sky and told him that I, a 3-year-old child, the son of a simple farmer, carried a great destiny. What is this, the Altar Room? Hi, how are you, Vale? Hi, Jared. I'm feeling depressed, so I'm just playing this game to cheer myself up. According to the Elder, in the future I will become the head of the community. I will lead the village to prosperity and save it from destruction. If you're wondering why I'm depressed, I hate to make this about myself. This is supposed to be a stream where I'm playing the game, but just to keep things short, I've just been thinking about my life and how I'm kind of doomed to just work exhausting jobs my entire life because college just can't. It's too expensive, and also I'm way too anxious to get a degree because I get to take lots of exams. Some of them oral, some of them are just tests, and I already suffered enough from elementary school to high school. It was real psychological warfare, and I do not want to deal with that anymore. So, and since the job market sucks, and you need to be qualified to have a good job, yeah, it's not looking good. Hi Bill, hi Time Rip. I will lead the village to prosperity and save from destruction. That is literally that way. If I decide to turn off my path, I will have instantly brought terrible trouble with the village community. Yeah, it's freaking Delta. Yeah, what kind of trouble was this? No specified, we were simply confronted with the fact. And so, in an instant, I turned from a simple child, the same as all my peers, into a savior whose fate was predetermined by someone from above the rest of my life. I wish I was this special in real life. I wish I was the chosen one from a god. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. In my opinion, the elder story about Lit, who took form of a starbird, was strange and did not inspire confidence, but the villagers thought otherwise. Everyone immediately took the elder's words on faith. After all, they used to live like this for many centuries. I had to question this story, which was more like a fairy tale in my eyes. At first, I really liked the idea of being the chosen one. I was a simple child, whom few people noticed, who had to do everything on a par with peers and take part in natural competition for toys, for roles in children's games, and a queue for bungee jumping. Okay, I was actually kind of nervous in my own game when for having like too much filler, and like boring sections. But this is already testing my patience. I haven't seen the furry yet. It's been how much has it been? It's been half an hour, and I haven't seen the furry yet. I'm uninstalling the game. I'm gonna play freaking my furry mate instead. Yet I became almost the first person in the community looked after like a precious brilliant. I got the best treats, the best toys, the best clothes. Every villager considered it their duty to wish me a good day every time they saw me. So yeah, I'm not like I am. There's this. The freaking main character is not relatable at all. They are spoiled as heck. Gotta blow my nose. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. The teachers at the village school treated me differently. Always helped and didn't give poor grades, even if I deserved them. Wow. You don't have to make me so jealous of the main character, come on. And how wonderful my birthdays were. Oh my god, stop! Stop it! Stop making me feel... This has to be a joke, come on. Now my birthday was heavily separate from the others. Previously, all children born on the same date celebrated the same way and received the same gifts until the age of 20. Is this supposed to make the player feel nice? Because it's doing the opposite. Are you supposed to like pretend you are the main character and be like, oh, look at all these good things that are happening to me? I feel the opposite. Like oh, look at all the things that could have happened to me. But the birthdays of the chosen one were celebrated separately, so the birthdays of the other were usually switched to another day. I got the best, most desired gifts. And most importantly, I got lots of diapers. Everything was free. Treats, fancy clothes, everything I could ask for. My parents couldn't get enough of it. Their son was the real savior of the community. Why is it called the community? Is it, oh, let's put a hide it, poor T. Why is it called the community, not just the village? Like, am I saving the furry community or something? Is this about the EBDR community? When you return, whose life forever belonged to this tiny piece of land, the settlement on it, and belonged to each resident separately because I had to save them. How long is this intro? Even though I didn't know from whom or from what. I've been asking myself these questions since I was 10 years old, and the realization of my difficult fate finally settled upon my child's mind. For whom will I save the Northern Valley? If it meant the attack of the southern tribes, I would hardly be of any help. It was highly doubtful that I would become an excellent warrior. No matter how much they taught me to fight with swords, I didn't show much success. I didn't show much success. I need to slow down. My teachers had always said that experience will come with time, that I just needed to train tirelessly. What kind of child would like such prospect? I did better with a bow, thanks to my good eyesight. Aiming came naturally, but I lacked concentration. My thoughts were constantly hovering somewhere high, causing me to be distracted and miss. In short, even when I seemed to be doing well, I wasn't the best. but the teachers only repeated, it didn't matter, so your destiny is different. Everything always rested on my purpose, and I tried to figure out for myself what it was. The theory of being a great warrior fell away. Then what? Was I to prevent a global natural disaster, stop invaders from deep space? I didn't have any superpowers and wasn't a gifted scientist who could solve these kind of problems. And the longer I thought about all this, the longer I searched for answers to the question posed to me. The more I realized that even Damien, my friend, will have coped copium with the role of the chosen one much better than me. Yeah, cope. He was the only person I could call my friend, although it was by a stretch. In fact, he wasn't my friend at all. Then make up your fucking mind. Damien was generally better in everything related to physical fitness and being chosen. The Council of Elders assigned him to me as a child. They said I needed a delightful companion defender. Damien was only 6 months older, but he carried a burden of my babysitter, guardian, and friend with dignity. Damien played this role perfectly with honor and dedication to the council. He portrayed a friend who sincerely liked to spend time with me, but each of us understood there were no genuine connection between us. How long is this fucking intro? Sometimes we chatted with each other, laughed, shared news, or discussed life in the valley, but beyond that we had nothing to talk about. I wasn't interested in Damien's life, and Damien was interested in very well. Task failed. Growing up, Damien. Can I see the furry, please? Okay, there we go. My mother's voice came from the kitchen, and enthusiastic as still read that fucking long. It was still going. My mother's voice came from the kitchen, and enthusiastic as my father's. I took a deep breath, look at the scene one last time and go out to bed. How many hours canonically passed within that freaking inner monologue? I dressed in pre-prepared clothes and went out to my parents' period time. Mom and Dad were talking about something at the table, smiling at each other. I sat down opposite them, throwing like a stomach loud, and began to eat. Then I realized that in the future I will even be deprived of a loving, happy family of my own. My mom and Dad were truly in love with each other, and can you stop making me jealous of the main character? They never quarreled, never cheated on each other, never showed that anything was wrong with the family. They looked at each other with such warmth in their eyes that it hurt me. They were happy, but what will happen? Oh, excuse me. What will happen to me? Not a single girl in the set one was a match for me, simply because each of them really tried to please the chosen one. Each of them saw in me only my destiny, not the real me. Several times I tried to invite girls I knew on a date. Every time it turned into some kind of farce, a parade of fake smiles and attempts to please. I saw that I was of interest to them, not as a person, but as a savior. I was very insulted because I wasn't a freak whose entire personality revolved around being chosen with nothing else behind the soul. I tried to be interesting. I was always able to keep up a conversation. Can you please show me the fucking furry? Son, have you already written a speech for tomorrow's celebration? I shrugged my shoulders, not exactly myself an oath. Oatmeal on your pants? Of course, Dad, I finished it last week. Mom smiled affectionately. Atta boy, I told you, honey, our son is the most responsible boy of all. Gotta pad out the time so you can't return the game. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I already knew that, dear, and taking such an exciting event is just a theory away. Our child becomes an adult, and it's just And it's not just a celebration of a spiritual leader, but a savior of our community. I asked my parents started the whole song again about how lucky they were to do it. Just how good it was that chose them with my soul was floating somewhere among the stars, and how lucky the whole village was that I was the savior. Is there an auto skip somewhere? I wanted to cover my ears with my hands, but that won't happen either. I heard all this day after day, but before my birthday was doubly so. After breakfast, I had a workout with Daniel. I, is it just gonna be this background the entire time? Hello, Choosing One. How are you? I hope you're in a fighting mood. Talking to myself, preferring not to answer the questions. The Daniel was just a one-up toy that had been playing the same tune for many years. You know what, Chad? I'm just gonna skip the dialogue if you wanna see the furry. Oh, the background is different. My parents look at me with undisguised enthusiasm. Everything was ready, son. We've been waiting for you. Let's go soon. How handsome you are. That was one of my displeasure. I spent the whole day with Stephen. The silver will suit me another uncomfortable tasteless suit. Oh, I thought it meant like the freaking sewer where all the poop is. Because the sewer is where the poop is. In this long robe, I looked more like an old bearded magician from a fairy tale than a simple birthday boy who turned 20 years old. I didn't like the clothes, I didn't like the celebration, I didn't like anything. My headache was already in advance. I wanted it to be over as soon as possible. I wanted to run away and never come back. How much longer will it last? Did my birthday resemble someone else's, and were not to my taste at all. The idiotic traditions I was forced to partake in didn't make it any better. I've been thinking about the traditional speech compared to this celebrational week. I don't know exactly what the resident of the community wants to hear, not what I really would like to say. And taking into account the fact that I was writing a speech for the 10th time, since I learned how to put the sentence into a mindful text, I had to really sweat not to repeat myself. Tired and annoyed, I didn't want any celebration. Moreover, this celebration was mine, but the chosen ones. The holiday of the village, with the portrait of another young man, it was as if that too had been taken away from me, and there was nothing I could do about it. My parents and I went to the very center of the village. A huge bonfire was very burning there, along with the glowing sound of music, and would also smell freshly baked goodies. People greeted me with shouts, cheers, calling me by my only one name, the chosen one. I sat at the table with a small podium in my already familiar place. Both the table and podium were put together specifically for me. The headers sat on either side of me, and on the very edge of the long table were my parents, as if they were less important than the others. The wisest and most revered elder of the council rose from his seat with a glass of wine in his hands. Resident of Northern Valley, today we celebrate a great event. Our chosen one turns 20 years old. The boy who came to our planet two decades ago and settled among us, and became our salvation, has grown into a wonderful young man. The day when he will become the ruler of the Northern Valley and decide our fate is inexorably approaching is only a few months away. And today we will be happy to welcome a new significant chapter of our life. Hurrah! The crowd, the whole village seated at tables around the bonfire shouted, responding with a loud saying, hurrah! I tried to squeeze out a smile without much success. Great success! I didn't like anything that was happening at all, and the thought that this was the kind of life that was waiting for me in the future until my death scared me to the hiccups. Oh, you have no idea, have you ever thought of, okay, no, Work. I feel the same way about work. I fear that that's gonna what I'm gonna be doing my whole life until I get old, and then when I do get old, I will get my retirement, and then I will die of cancer. Well, I'm trying not to get depressed. Will every birthday be like this? And if they really make me ruler, well, what then? It wasn't what I wanted all my life. It wasn't what I dreamed of. Now the chosen one will address you with a speech. I raised my head, decided from my thoughts. There was a dead silence around the fire. I was waiting for what I would say, and my heart sank at the thought of their expectation. I got up, looking at the crowd. My fingers were touching a glass of wine, and trying to remember my speech. Thanks to everyone who came today and celebrated my birthday. It is a great honor for me to see your joyful faces. I have turned 20 years old, and this means I have ceased to be a child. That I have grown to an adult with my whole life ahead of me. Every birthday I talked about how glad and grateful I am that fate chose me. What another is to be your hope. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have my clippies to redeem. I also dropped a cereal on the floor. It got dirty. Do you really want to put this in my mouth? Yes, I do. Alright, let me check my clippies real quick. Login bonus. Okay, got it. Back to the game. They read this already? Didn't think so. They were waiting to hear all the things that I had already repeated in different words many times. For them, I was a myth come to life, and a real person, not like them, a funny little animal in a golden cage. And at the moment, I finally realized and accepted that more than anything in the world, I didn't want to remain as that trapped animal for the rest of my days. But today I won't be telling you how honored I am, because I lied. I have grown, changed. And today I want to tell each of you, and myself most of all, to choose your own destiny. There is no divine intervention, no predestination. These are just fairy tales that make the fear of life go away. But if you take your life into your own hands, it won't be scary. I want to tell each of you to be yourself, and not what you are ordered or destined to be. Fate was invented by us, people, and you believed in it with all your hearts. It is time to wake up. It's time to give it up. Be yourself. Be cringe and be free. And by the way, there is no Leighton or no Mother of Heaven. They were invented too. These words I took a sip of my glass. All of you gathered at the celebration were silent. It seemed that the entire village was plunged into a death-filled silence. Even the birds stopped singing. At times like this, kids like you should be burned in hell. The others looked at me in utter shock, just like all the residents of the valley. It lasted a few minutes until one of the elder finally got his breath. Dear friends, our chosen one apparently is tired or overworked. Maybe he's sick with something. I'm asking the doctor if he can examine him right now. The crowd interrupted him. They shouted in pure fear. How it was possible? How could I say this? Why I said this? None of it could be true. The others tried to calm the crowd and demand the healers from him. I immediately jumped to my feet. I don't need to see healers, I'm totally fine. Son, what are you doing? Why did you say that? How dare you do that? That was very bad of you. My parents rushed to me while the others continued to try to contact Radiant Recovery. The healers almost died from shock. Tried? They tried to pass the door over. The entire village plunged into chaos, and I had no choice but to turn around, holding the hem of this uncomfortable, idiotic robe, and run into the forest aimlessly. Phil, come back! We're gonna be watching Zootopia 2 on Popcorn Palace. Come on. Mom was shouting after me, but I didn't care to listen. The background changed. Again, I apologize for the crunching noise, but I just didn't have any food, and I didn't have dinner. I only had lunch. I didn't know how long I had been running. It seemed like I was about to run around the entire planet in a circle. I tried not to look back, afraid to see the torches in the hands of the villagers running after me. I was lucky apparently, no one had followed me in the dark. Scattered, lost where the forest will grow. Exhausted, I collapsed into some seemingly harmless bushes and instantly fell asleep. My sleep was dreamless and so deep that when I woke up, at first I didn't understand what had happened, where I was, and why the midday sun was already shining overhead. I was a complete mess, my hair was tangled and this uncomfortable robe prevented me from walking normally, so I threw it off to go in pants and a cape instead of in pants. You kept your pants. Let me get another bottle so I can hide it properly. Okay, there we go. There it is. Drop my backpack. I was lucky that my summer escape fell during the off-season. It was sunny, but not too hot and not cold, enough to comfortably pass a few hours. I didn't know the place very well. I didn't know the place well, but I remembered that there was a river, an empty river. Shoutouts to empty rivers. I remember there was an empty river somewhere ahead, and that I should probably go there and snuff them. However, I didn't know exactly why I needed to go there, why I needed to go, and I didn't know what I was going to do now. I was going to go back to the village. No way. After everything that happened. After everything I said to them, they were either grab pitchforks and torches in righteous anger, or they would immediately shove me into some kind of cage. And this time they'll put me into a real and not a metaphorical one. Metaphorical one. under the supervision of healers and elders. What's a metaphorical L? Like, am I getting an? Do I get an L for what I did? My parents will be told that I was completely crazy of the basis of overexcitement before fulfilling the mission assigned to me and will need constant supervision. The moment I will believe it, moreover with joy, they will rather prefer the son to be an idiot and mentally ill than accept they had raised a traitor, an apostle, an egoist. Wow. This game is not very autism friendly. In general, nothing good was waiting for me in the village, and I didn't even know the precise direction I had to run or how long I had to run at all. How long would I have to walk if I decided to return? But on the other hand, I had nowhere else to go. I was stuck in the middle of the wild. Where to go? To the neighboring tribes? They were far away, we wouldn't reach them, and even if I somehow did, it was unlikely that any would accept me. The Northern Valley was engaged in many conflicts with southern villages for centuries, mainly into disputes over territory in the region. Whoa, what was that? Preferences. Missions that never gone further than get to my village. Sorry, I keep pressing that by accident. Hang on. What could I do and continue to endure all this? I get angry as strong as I came under my feet as well. The situation was taking a turn for the worse. Boring. Even if I calculated everything correctly and soon reached the empty river, there will be no fish for me to catch at this time of day. At this time of localized entirely in your forest. Either way, I will have to return, otherwise I will just die of hunger. Only last long on berries and mushing forest I start handling. Bird berries. What happened at the birthday party was probably a nervous breakdown. I didn't plan on running away like this. Stop pressing that button. I bought a special who wanted to hear me and asked for it to give it. But something seemed to snap in my brain, and the words poured out of themselves, sincere, angry, and almost desperate. Okay. I remember what I also blurted out months later on the Mother of Heaven. My hands completely dropped. People will definitely not forgive me for this. They will burn me alive for such an outrageous act. Maybe they won't burn. Oh my god, how long does this go? Oh, the background changed. Finally, I got to the river. It was wide, but not so wide that I couldn't swim to the opposite shore. It was very thick. It had a huge ass. Although at the time of the year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely in your kitchen, the current was quite strong and it was possible to drown. I collapsed verily on the shore, at the very edge of the water, and wondered where to go now. Ever since I was a child, I dreamed of travel. I don't need to know that. I didn't share this dream with anyone. After the others declared me the chosen one was nearly impossible for sure. There There's so much fucking filler. Oh my god. No one will not have that stupid. I mean, denim pants, denim jeans, denim shorts. Had no food. I'm hungry. Winter, little winter. Let's give little winter a shout out. This reads like someone's fan fiction. Yeah, I had a really cool life until I did the unthinkable. I said no. There will be the sad story of the shooting woman from the Northern Valley. What should I do? I put my head in the knees and tried to get my emotions under control. It was impossible to give up now. It was too dangerous. It was necessary to get a grip on everything, make a decision. We have been decided on my own choice. Out of pure desperation, I raised my eyes to the sky. Mother of heaven, or let whatever, it doesn't matter if you exist and forgive me and tell me what to do. No, it's some time we're completely lost. The sun was shining right overhead. The sky was blue and clear, but I didn't see any answer from Mother of Heaven. If you're offended, then don't be. Don't be offended. I know I said you don't exist, but I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't know what I was talking about. Things was pretty messed up. Hey, listen, you're kind of wise and understanding, aren't you? I don't want my fate to be decided by others. Oh, please tell me what to do. I guess you will see I didn't mean any harm. Yeah, you definitely don't hate me for what I just did. The Mother of Heaven and Liz were still silent. I immediately thought I must look and laugh at myself. Rightfully so. Yeah, right, how I was sleep so low. I'm talking to fictional creatures, no wonder they don't answer. You know what? I looked up at the sky and I was looking back. I don't need your help and your advice. I'll take my chance without you. Suddenly, as soon as I finished, I heard a loud bang somewhere nearby. On the river. I almost fell into the water. I am under the water? Please help me? Jumping so high from surprise. Goosebumps rolled down my back and my mouth went dry. I got to my feet, staying to the thicket of the forest in the direction from which the sound came. No animal could possibly make such a sound, and it was certainly it couldn't have been made by the forest itself. There were two options left. Either there were the people here or the mythical Mother of Heaven lived, in which I didn't live, decided to give me a sign this way. I slowly went in the direction in which I heard the bang. I made my way through the thickets and came out in the clearing near the riverbank. Hey, I can't stay, but I hope you're doing well. Have a good stream. Thank you, Snake. What appeared before my eyes didn't look like a human or an animal. It was a huge metal object. A white floating object. Fucking my nearest door. With flashing lights of different colors. Some will resemble a boat, but much larger. A freaking boat. Okay. We don't call them toasters anymore. We call them boats. Maybe it was my imagination. Maybe there was nothing there, nothing here, and I just hit my head when I fell. On the other hand, how did I manage to fall in such a way? Whoa. Okay, there's actual art of a character now. Oh my gosh. We finally get to see a character. Is this the only character we get to see in the game? At that moment, a creature came out from behind a huge piece of the metal object. It moved on two legs and looked very much like a human, but obviously it wasn't one. Only took us an hour. Yeah, because I escaped some of the dialogue. This creature had a weapon behind its back. An armor plate covered its entire body. Oh my, is that a freaking... That's a FL Studio Slayer guitar. That's a freaking FL Studio default Slayer guitar. Hang on, can I pause? Hang on, pause. Chat. Where is it? More plugins. FL Slayer. Yeah, it is the guitar. It's the same guitar. Oh, okay, it's not playing the guitar part anymore. Save. Okay, I will save. Damn. Oh, it's not playing the guitar anymore. Okay. Okay. Back to the game. It's Juno, the lovable Protogen from Real the Protogen. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Okay. The face was hidden behind a helmet. It's Juno, the lovable Protogen from... Okay, I already read that. The face was hidden behind a helmet, on which yellow lights were flashing. For a few moments, I just stood there, not knowing what to do. I wasn't afraid, rather, it was just a stupor. Who was this? And what Okay. The creature, judging by its shape, was a female. You don't just assume someone's gender by their shape. We're in 2025. She noticed me and rushed towards me. Are you just gonna assume her pronouns without asking her or them? That was intentional. That was intentional. That was a bit. That was a bit. She then said something, but I didn't understand a word. There was a misinput. Everything she said resembled one syllable, pronounced in different intonations. I somehow forced myself to get a grip and blinked. Sorry, are you trying to talk to me? The girl, as far as I could tell from her impressive... Please don't tell me that's gonna be the focus of the game. It's just one innuendo in the game. Please tell me that's the only innuendo. It's not even. It's just so blunt. It's not even an innuendo. It's just bluntly. The girl, as far as I could tell for impressive boobs, exclaimed something and laughed, raising her hand and pressing something on her helmet. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think to switch my helmet to the right mode. I have never been into this planet before. I have not had a chance to communicate with the locals. Are you a local? What stacks are you? Do you have names here? You're an intelligent species, aren't you? I blinked again, feeling extremely strange, as if I was in some absurd dream. The main character is definitely not an intelligent creature, I'll tell you that. Well, yes, I guess I'm... yes, I guess I'm intelligent. The girl in the helmet laughed. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. You've probably never seen my kind. Oh, and where are my manners? I immediately bounced with questions. So let's replay everything. I'll start over, okay? Hi, my name is NV0903 or 0903. The main guy has been cuddled and made special in his whole life. Of course he's dumb. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm a Protogen scientist traveling around the galaxy to collect information about fauna and flora of different planets. NV... Could you repeat it? NV0903. But you can call me Juno. Smash. Honestly, hot take. I think she looks pretty generic to me. I'm just gonna analyze her personality. If she has good personality, then I'll consider smashing. I assume you have names here, right? What's your name? My name is Dave. And I am... well, I'm just a human. I actually didn't mean to scream that loud. I think my dad's gonna come to my room in a few seconds and tell me to shut the fuck up. Juno nodded understanding and smiled. It is considered generic as hell, still hot though. But I like the smile that is on the side of her thingamajig. I don't know the name, so I'll call it headphones. Yeah, I actually don't know the name of it either. I know that she has a visor. I like the expression shower too. Oh well, if you're a human, then I guess you're a male, right? How do you come to that conclusion? I shrug my shoulders. Well, yes, I'm a guy. How old are you? I'm sorry, I completely forgot about people. He's your best friend, as long as you have enough rupees. Oh, allow. They also just look like any female blood to me. Yeah, they just look like a generic Protogen. I completely forgot what people look like. I haven't encountered them for a long time. Are you an adult? Are you a consenting adult? Are you a minor? I need to know that for reasons. I need to know that if you wanna see my Blue Sky posts, if you want access to my Disfit account, if you want access to my Discord server, do you have an ID that I can analyze, that I can steal data from? There are no more of them in this galaxy at all. Are you a juvenile specimen? She definitely wants access to this Blue Sky. I shook my head. Is there a diaper out of this character? I don't see any. Oh, okay. I like how when I look up my Furry Protogen Juno diaper, I get art from Zid Venus, which is the artist I actually got the commission from, that has drawn Protogens in diapers. But no actual Juno in diapers. Sucks. I just got Protogen wearing diaper. Yeah, there's no. I can't find. Maybe there is somewhere the deep. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but can't find any diaper art to the character. Lots of cute Protogen art though. Maybe because she just looks like a generic furry. Oh, I just found like a big ass Protogen. Hang on, I'm gonna save this picture. I just saw art of a Protogen with a huge ass. I need to save it in my Gooning folder. I mean, what? Okay. Back to the game. Who can resist such blurs? Okay. Maybe whenever I get back to art, I'm definitely gonna draw a diaper out of this character. She looks like the kind of character that people will draw porn of without asking for consent. So I think Fairy Shark will be fine. I mean, okay, if the first line of the... If one of the first lines is literally, oh, she has huge breasts, then yeah, you definitely have consent to draw her in a diaper. I think it would be pretty tame to just draw her in a diaper. It looks like someone hit default setting on a proto. Yeah, it does. She looks so default. If this was a delusional dream or some kind of hallucination from hitting my head, then at least I wanted to keep control of the situation. Wait, stop calling me that. I am Vale. And who are you? I never seen anything like you. As I said, I'm a Protogen scientist. We are an intelligent species of cyborgs from a very far corner of the universe. Your planet is poorly studied. My species visited it some time ago, but then, everything was different there. And there was not much nature. Wow. So exciting. I guess there are more animals now, right? Well, of course, there were no people here back then either. Huh. I hope you don't want to enslave us or something like that. I hope you don't want to take over, you clanker. At that moment, I thought with horror that the Elder's prediction from it could be true. Their left village brought trouble to the planet, and now aliens from outer space will destroy us. Goosebumps run down my skin, even hair on my head stir with fright. But Juno looked at me like I was an idiot. Rightfully so, although I couldn't see her face. And then I saw her face. It seemed to me that all her emotions were conveyed by her helmet and laughed out loud. What? No! I didn't press. What the heck? I'm a scientist and a researcher. I've studied and documented all the planets I travel to. This is our universal mission and even a hobby. We Protogens don't enslave anyone, don't worry. Ah, well then. That's good. Welcome, I guess? Thank you. What state of technological progress are you at now? What energy do you use? I blinked again. What are you talking about? Well, I guess you're not even a type L, or type 1. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forget what I said. Everything has to come naturally. You kind of has to figure it out yourself. I'm forbidden to share knowledge. A friend of mine got to a planet a couple of decades ago, whose inhabitants hadn't even invented the wheel yet, and quickly told them everything about how to evolve as soon as possible. As soon as he did it, such chaos began there. It was horrible. So it is better not to tell you anything important. You will have to do everything yourself. What are you even talking about? Am I dreaming? No, why haven't you been in contact with other intelligent species before? No, humans are all stupid. Well, except with the Kugels, but Kugels, who is that? Can I backtrack? They are not that intelligent, just very clever animals. Kugels, huh? Who is that? They're kind of a fish, but they're not exactly fish. In short, they live underwater and they're smart creatures. Alright, I'll decide them later. Sounds very interesting. By the way, your planet is quite beautiful. Where are you from? Do you have a settlement here? Yes, about an hour's walk away, maybe a bit more, in the Northern Valley. We are the largest community in this part of the planet. You're a small planet, but it's great. We start sooner and finish faster, right? What do we start? As I said, I have to write down all the information about this planet's nature. Or at least everything I can get to. Could you take me to your elders or whoever is in charge of in your village? How does she even know that is a thing? As well, realizing that I couldn't get back there right now. And of course, I couldn't bring some creature with metal all over its body, and they would definitely burn me at the ritual bonfire. Why do you need them? You see, it's going to be hard for me alone. Usually, if there are intelligent races on the planet, I ask a local community for a companion and as a guide, an assistant. Things are much easier this way. June looked at me expectantly, and I realized that I didn't know what to say to her. Real. On one hand, I could take her to the village and stay there, then somehow explain my behavior and ask the villagers for forgiveness. In this way, I had to beg for permission to stay where I escaped from only yesterday. Of course, I didn't want to continue such an existence, but if I wanted to survive, I had no choice. At the same time, I suddenly realized that this was my chance. Maybe this is a signal that the Mother of Heaven sent me. I'm Sarah Pup. Hi, how goes? Hi, Sarah. I am feeling depressed, but trying to distract myself. In the form of this strange girl who was standing right in front of me, right now and asking for help. I always dream of traveling, dream of seeing the world. When else will I get such an excellent opportunity? It's fine. After all, she probably has some food. She was someone who was prepared for long trips. You're assuming a robot needs food? That a robot just carries food around? Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Well, a creature, a protogen didn't matter. Also, I had such a chance to communicate with an alien from outer space. She was a real intelligent being right here, completely unlike a human. More precisely, she looked completely different and somehow similar to us at the same time. I understood that starting a friendship with a lie was no good, and it didn't work at all with people. But couldn't stop myself. You know, you don't need to go to the village. Actually, you're awfully lucky. The thing is, well, you could say the second most important person in the village. I was lying godlessly, hoping Juno wouldn't see it. She said that she hadn't seen people for a long time. Maybe she didn't remember how they could lie. Are you... Great, then... It's a long walk to the village. We'll go next time. You can count on me. I'll help you myself. I'll be your guide. It's not difficult for me. I know our planet inside and out. My own lies made my ears burn with shame. What did I know? Nothing. No territories, no plants. I only knew something about animals, berries, and mushrooms. On the first joint outing, my lie will be revealed. Once I started it, it will be too late to retreat. After all, this will be my last chance to escape. Phil, that's just great. I didn't expect to be so lucky. Are you sure you know everything here? The eyes on Juno's hand were narrowed suspiciously. I immediately realized that I myself had absolutely no idea how to read if she was lying or being honest. I had never seen aliens like her, and couldn't read their helmet expression very well. What if she didn't believe me? I decided to lie until the end. Of course, I'm sure you won't regret it. I've lived there all my life. I'll tell you everything. Don't even worry about it. I smiled a little too broadly, reminding myself of my father with his much too wide smiles, and held out my hand to Juno. Well, do you have a deal? Juno looked at my outstretched palm and smiled. We do. I was still holding my palm, waiting for a handshake, and Juno was just standing opposite us smiling. And... what? Won't you shake my hand? Juno blinked. Why? We sealed the deal, soon I will go with you and help you. And you will help me not perish in all this forest, something like that. Juno shrugged, still not understanding what I was asking her, but held out her hand. No, not this hand, the second one. Juno was surprised. What's the difference? This is inconvenient. Here, see, this is better. Her hand was warm and soft. Clanker? Well, shall we go then? Let's go, but where? At that moment I was a little confused and looked around. Where should we go? Definitely not in the opposite direction. There was nothing to do there. Is this where I get to make a choice? Let's save here. There was nothing particularly interesting in the forest. There was our settlement nearby, and the animals tried to stay away from people. Besides, I didn't really want to run into foresters or hunters from our settlement. In that case, they will definitely report everything to the village, and the delegation will sure to be sent to follow Juna and I. What if they attacked her and started a war with the alien race? No, it was better to stay away from them. We can start from the other shore. There's forest and further on where all sorts of little animals live. You're interested in that, aren't you? You like animals, don't you? We can look for Fangies. Fang? Shout out to Frank's Crayon Box. They're everywhere now, it's mating season. Fangies, interesting. Alright, I'll write it down now. Juno pressed a button in her hand, and an image of the letters appeared in front of her. I watched in amazement as she wrote something down without using either ink or pencil. Oh, you probably haven't seen this. It's a hologram, don't worry. I reached out to touch it, but the image passed through my fingers. Cool. Where does it come from? Well, it's easy. There are special light bulbs in my helmet that create the image. Well, shall we go? I looked at one more at the same thing, the hologram, and tried to catch it with my finger, but didn't succeed. Of course, let's go. That is such a recognizable stock belly grunting sound. Oh my gosh. That is such a default belly grumbling sound. At that moment, my stomach groaned rather from hunger. I remember that I haven't eaten anything since yesterday and missed the usual. Always on scheduled breakfast. Heat burned my cheeks when I realized that Juno had heard the sound too. Listen, do you happen to have anything to eat in your huge metal thing? Can I? Do you have some cake I could eat? Don't you Protogens have like big cake that I can eat? Juno looked at me and burst out laughing again. Okay, let me look for something. There should have been something left, I guess. Some fruits, as I recall. Let's go. Where's this thing, by the way? Does it fly? Yes, it's called a jet. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's a cool thing. You'll like it. Only I can open it with my palm prints. No one else can access it. Juno walked over to the jet and put her hand on its side. At that moment, a panel slid away, making it possible to enter inside. Wow, I never seen anything like it. Well, actually, it is an old model. This is an old model. I should buy a new one. I got it long ago. Such an unkillable thing. It's important to me as a memory, you know. I call it Pixie. Why Pixie? I don't know, I like it. It's my best friend. Juno laughed. I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. How could this huge steel thing be her best friend? When we were inside, I suddenly realized, wait, is this thing alive? As soon as I thought about a living creature which could fly through space. Now I was inside the thing, I didn't like it at all. It was like being inside a big old beast, a giant animal that looks like a walking house, armor instead of skin in the horse of his head. It's like the Monster House movie. But when Juno saw the pack on my face, she burst off laughing again. You should have seen your face, just hilarious. No, Vale, don't worry, it's not alive. Although I would really like it to be alive. Sometimes I just want to chat with someone. Well, chat with a living being, not a... Welcome back, Juno. Glad you're back so soon. I jumped in fright. I barely had time to step in the huge metal thing, as a strange sounding voice rang from everywhere. Juno smiled. Don't worry, it's Pixie. Hey Pixie, I wasn't planning on coming back so soon, but I met a representative of the local species. I met Meet Phil. He's a human. Hello, Veil Human. Nice to meet you. I am Pixie, an artificial intelligence assistant. I am a clanker. What the heck is you support AI? You're an AI, bro? I looked around with wide eyes, trying to figure out where the hell the voice was coming from and who was talking to me. The inside of Pixie was clean and very beautiful. It all resembled the hull of a ship from books I read at school, but it was so much more than that. Juno opened a cabinet and took out a box. Pixie is an artificial intelligence that lives on my jet. Oh my god, you got AI running on your ship? You got an AI assistant in your ship? Don't you know that's controversial? In this day and age? Well, it doesn't live there literally. It's not real. It's something like... Let me think. Do you have any talking birds? I thought about it for a bit. Well, yes, we do. We call them talkies, but they don't really talk. They just only imitate the voice. Those are called parrots. They live in the south, not here. Well, my Pixie is almost the same. He doesn't speak for real. He kind of imitates speech. He helped me with the ship and research. And I can also chat with them sometimes if I get bored. Actually, I talk to him all the time. I use character.ai all the time. I freaking roleplay with it. I do ERPs with my ship. Traveling through space alone, it can be very boring. Imagine that there is only endless emptiness and silence around you. Not a single living soul until you reach the next station for refueling. Juno pointed with her hand or something resembling a chair. I didn't know what it was called and just sat there, taking the box she handed me. I was also thinking what she implied with pointing at the chair. Maybe I would be her chair sometime. Help yourself. These are fruits, still very fresh. Pussy type, pussy clean, pussy fresh. I specifically froze them as soon as I picked them. Hope you like it. I put on a smile, still feeling weird, and opened the box. Open chest! Inside were bright red pieces of some fruit unknown to me. It was unbelievable, a fruit from another planet. I turned the piece over in my hands, looking at its veins before I put it in my mouth. After chewing it, I shrugged. It isn't bad. It reminds me of our droplet berries in some way. Later I'll show you a tree full of them. Sounds great. Now hurry up, we still have so much to do. June was fussing with the jet. She was clearly impatient to start the trip as soon as possible. She fished out a large closet, something that looked like a bag, and shoved in a few items, the purpose of which I didn't know. Wait, what the hell are you doing? I'm collecting provisions for you. I didn't think I'd find a traveling companion so quickly, that's why I didn't prepare anything. We probably won't go far today, right? I'll take a bit of everything. You'll wear a backpack, shouldn't be heavy. I need to blow my nose. Do you have a tissue, Juno? Juno, do you happen to have diapers in your ship? Because I probably need a change. Can someone make an ABDL mod with Can someone make an ABDL mod of this game where you actually need diapers and you have to ask? I just shot myself. Yeah, Juno, alien from outer space. Do you happen to have any diapers that I couldn't say? I pooped myself from the surprise and I need a change. I hope you are in a good physical condition. Juno looked at me, still eating a piece of fruit. How is she eating? Okay, to be fair, I've always been interested in like Protogen's digestive system, or just Protogen biology in general. Like, I've seen Protogens poop their diaper, and I'm like, how does that work? Where does the food go in, and how does the food get processed? Well, yes, I'm sure it won't be hard. It won't be hard because the thing is, I've seen Protogens mess their diapers, like actual normal mess. But when it comes to farts, they're just using their fans. They're like using their cooling fans. Like they actually fart out gas, like actual like smoke and like cooling stuff, fans, whatever. They use their cooling fans for farting. But when they poop, they just poop. It's weird. I continue to lie shamelessly, but what could I do? Should I say that I never had gone further than the edge of my village in my life? Then Juno will definitely send me back home, or even toss me away. I didn't want any of that. Moreover, there were so many new and interesting things here. I never seen anything like it, and I probably wouldn't see it ever again if I was forced to leave. Fortunately, Juno didn't recognize the lie in my voice and grinned. Great, see how lucky I am? Oh, I wish it was like that everywhere. On one of the planets in neighboring galaxy, I was almost crucified when I came them for help. Oh jeez. Eva! Hi, Eva. I caused you to join my stream. It's all thanks to me reaching out to you. Oh my gosh, I actually made an important choice. I made a choice with consequences. Locals there seem to be intelligent but very aggressive. Are you sure that's not just humans? They decided that I was some kind of deity from the underworld and tried to kill me. They almost cut my feet off too. Kinky? Well, you have a hard job. Juno sagged her shoulders. But I do what I like. By the way, what do you do? Do we already have a job? Don't remind me. I try to make up something as soon as possible. You know, actually, I'm still studying. I train, science, something like that. We are not to work in the village, but I haven't had the chance myself to do any of real work yet. It was only partially true. There really was a lot of work in the village: fishing, farming, hunting, and carpentry. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I gotta come see a cutie stream. Aw, thank you, Eva. You're way too sweet. Yeah, Vela is a cutie patootie. Ah. That I didn't get hurt anywhere and didn't break anything and didn't bother myself, and most importantly didn't get distracted from my main job, to be the chosen one. So you're still young, aren't you? How old are you? Are you a minor? I turned 20 yesterday. I became an adult. I smiled sourly. Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't look at me with genuine sympathy, so I was surprised. Why? I mean, it was your birthday. So what? It's just a holiday. Why you feel sorry? Your face immediately changed. Oops, sorry, it's different everywhere. We, for example, consider the birthday a very sad date. After all, we become a whole year older, which brings us closer to death. But in your case, congratulations. Our birthday is considered a holiday. Well, you know, we celebrate that and we managed to live for another year. No one attacked us, no stone fell on our head. In general, this is a big event. Very interesting. How do you celebrate it? Oh, we celebrate the whole evening. Usually the birthdays of all the children who were born on the same date are celebrated all at once. Well, adults don't celebrate anymore, but they have their own worries. Then why did you celebrate, Vale? Birthdays are usually celebrated before the age of 20. But as soon as you become an adult, that's it. You're completing the important task of your growing up. But there's only no time for fun. You need to work for the benefit of the community. Look at that story, you know. That's great. I'll write it down. You don't mind if I study you a little too, do you? Not that it's my specialty. I usually only study nature, but other intelligent races are so interesting. I smiled broadly to Juno. Not a problem. You can study me as much as you want. Your voice is so cute. I was no. Thank you, Eva. Stop being so kind. Oh my gosh, I don't deserve any of this. Oh, a lot. I've been working for a long time. Due to the fact that I traveled through space, I don't even remember exactly how many years have passed. Don't get shy. You're being way too nice. It's making me question if it's genuine. I don't have any reason to return to my home planet, so I already returned there. Juno, can you take me away from my planet? I wanna leave this wretched planet. I wanna leave this wretched place. Actually, before you do, can you take me to BFC first? Maybe I'll live forever. My whole life is a job, but I like it. Oh, same. My God, that's how I feel with my job. And it's just my whole. It's a full-time job with 7 hours, and a 2-hour bus ride to get there. A two-way bus ride. A two-way 2-hour bus ride. So that's like 11 hours of my day just gone to work. All the rest is very genuine. Aww. There is no time to be bored or sad. But you said you do get bored. What the heck? I was shocked when you said 2 hours earlier. Yeah, again, my town didn't want to hire me, so I had to go for a different town. Especially when there are so many interesting and unusual things out there. 2-hour bus is so lot. It is, but at least I get to use my phone. And I get to connect with my community. In the meantime, Juno smiled at me, judging by the image on her helmet. When I finished with the food, she took the box, which she called a container, and stood with her hands on her hips. So, are you ready to go? Yes, of course, I was born ready. After we got out of the pixie jet, Juno closed it and pressed something on her helmet. After a couple of seconds, the jet became completely transparent. I gasped in delight. Wow, what did you do? I activated a special disguise so no one will notice it. I don't want some random person to see Pixie and consider some kind of sign of the devil. So where should she go? I looked around and pointed my finger in the direction of the opposite shore. I guess we are going there. Juno gave a thumbs up and walked to the water's edge, and pressing something on her helmet again, stepped right in the water. Golden plates appeared under her feet, allowing her to walk straight across the river. Wow, that's great. Let's try it. Of course, give me your hand. Juno took my hand and we started to cross the river. I walked behind her, trying to hit the hard plates, which quickly disappeared as soon as I took my foot off of them. They felt solid to the touch and didn't seem to weigh anything. Oh. Okay. Okay. How does it work? It looks incredible. These are all pieces of technology. I use them to cross small rivers. It only works with certain substances, water for example, but we are still lucky that you have a good chemical composition in water. Otherwise we will have to swim. Does it also work on piss? Soon we were on the opposite shore. The forest there was thicker and full of various natural sounds, the chirping of birds, the whispering of animals, buzzing of insects. The crossed arm pose. I mean, so far she seems innocent, The only person that's not innocent is the main character that just commented on how nice her boobs look. Juno led the way and I followed her. Although logically it should have been the other way around. After all, I wanted to be her escort. Oh my god. I hope that's not what I think it is. As we walked, Juno shone a golden light from her helmet on the trees and bushes. What are you doing? Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck? Oh, I'm scanning the area. I usually do this to study the simplest plants and living things. They are in many ways similar to those I have found on the other planets in our galaxy. And how many planets are there in our galaxy? Well, not many. I've been to 5 so far. Your galaxy is quite small, at least smaller than the ones I've come across before. I would like to find some unusual species here. Can you tell me what lives here? Oh, let me think. There are, for example, crunchy mushrooms in our forest. We call them that because they start making sounds like grunts when you walk past them. They are inedible and can spew a poisonous vapor, which isn't fatal but can cause severe drowsiness. Sounds interesting. What do they look like? I try to remember the picture from the books I had read. Well, they're very small and ball-shaped. Gray shade, not to be confused with anything. Look, here they are. Put them to the ground, growing next to one of these for the whole family of grass mushroom. As soon as we got closer, they began to whisper it to each other. Oh, yeah. And yellowish fogs flew out the whole path. Sorry, mushrooms, I need one of you as a sample. They're not intelligent, are they? John turned to me, squatting down, and laughed. Of course not. How can mushrooms be intelligent? They can. On some planets, they understand everything, and they have entire communities there. On some planets, the inhabitants consist of only mushrooms. More precisely, the mushrooms on them are the only inhabitants. Is that the same planet Mario lives in? Or the Princess Peach lives in? Boring planets, probably. To some extent, yes. Juno pulled a small mushroom off the ground, which began to crumble angrily. Yes, fuck her. But Juno didn't raise an eyebrow. Apparently her helmet saved her from unnecessary exposure. Turn around, I'll put it in your backpack. I turned around and Juno opened her backpack and shoved this mushroom into a small bag, and also gave me a pat in my palm. Whoa, what are you doing, Juno? We can move on. She doesn't know I'm wearing diapers, does she? Why did she do that? You don't think she noticed You don't think she noticed the giant bulge on my pants, do you? We'd been hanging out in the woods all day. I didn't even know how much time has passed. We wander around, stopping every 10 minutes at some plant or living creature. I need to see a diaper fiction of this game. Come on. Of like the Protogen just detecting the diaper and be like, oh, is that something you humans wear? How does this work? And like being all curious and like asking questions about it, and making the main character super embarrassed. And like Juno wants to help, like wants to help changing the main character. Juno didn't collect animals as samples. According to her, it was enough to photograph them. As she explained, it meant to capture the image with her helmet and take a smear from them. But she cut off a piece of the plants and toggled them into my backpack, intending to study them in her laboratory in the near future. After a few hours of such an unusually long walk, I'm definitely gonna look up Juno on character.ai and gonna actually get into a diaper roleplay. I was ready to just fall to the ground and stay there, My whole body ached. My legs were buzzing terribly. Is there when do you get the first choice in the game? I actually wonder when do you get the first choice? Because I think that's when I'm gonna be taking a break from the game. I wanted to eat and sleep, but I couldn't say a word to Juno. Eat and sleep for your duration of the sleep. Little company. In the end, I lied to her, saying that I was the hardiest of all, because I absolutely didn't want her to make a fool of myself like that. And also, she looks very pretty. 2 hours later, the sun began to sink near the horizon and get tangled in the crowns of the trees. Juno looked at me and said thoughtfully, "You're kinda weird. Are you alright? Also, do you smell that? I think it's coming from your pants. Do your pants get bigger or something?" I'm gonna be visiting on Discord after you stream. Oh, am I gonna be visiting on Discord after the stream? Maybe I might just head to bed, because it is midnight and I have to go back to work tomorrow. Today it's midnight. Mine did. I'll try to remember. But I do wanna chat with you on character today. Yeah, actually try out the diaper roleplay with her. Sad. Yeah, I had to work unfortunately. I shrugged, pretending that everything was just fine, and I had no idea why she would ask such a thing. Yes, I'm cool. I feel fit as a fiddle. I mean, why wouldn't I be? I don't know, does your species change color? I blinked. No, of course not. Then why are you covered with those spots? I dropped a stick I was leaning on, testing the ground under my feet, and quickly looked from my feet to my hands. How could I not notice it? My whole body was covered with strange-looking red spots. Unable to restrain myself, I cried out in surprise and fright. What the hell is this? Mother of heaven! I began to rub my skin, my spots didn't go anywhere, but Juno silently exclaimed, "Oh darn, how stupid I am. I didn't even think that I was giving you fruits from another planet. You must be allergic to something." It was necessary to conduct experiments first, and only then. I'm so sorry, Vil. It's probably my fault. Main character is going to die. That's how the game ends. The main character dies from exposure to poison from otherworldly food. The end. I know characters of the alternatives if you don't like the filter. I have some. So I have Chai, but Chai gets freaky like immediately. But I don't want freaky bots. I just want bots that I can have diaper roleplays with. Currently, I removed their filters so that they can compete with other spicy platforms. I think they introduced age verification, and if you're 18 plus, you don't get the filter. But if you're underage, of course, you don't get. You get the filter. I heard of Shop.ai, but don't use it. There's also Janitor.ai, which I used. It sounds wasteful when child janitor as blah. I like the comment section and that you can use chat memory. Yeah. I haven't used Character.ai in a long time though. I used to just chat with Noel, because that's when I had a huge crush on Noel. But then I kinda the crush on Noel kinda died down ever since, I don't know, the community ruined it for me. I think it's more like after playing chapter 4, I kind of felt like, I don't know, I wasn't Really a great match for a while. Even though like I'm still gonna be friends with Noel. I don't know, I just kinda lost interest, I guess. I don't know, I feel weird like doing stuff with Noel nowadays. I'm not kidding when I say I have 5,500 hours of it. Damn. As you could say, there's no snow. It's oh my god, it's quite cold here today. I haven't talked to Noel in a long time. I think it's because like she remembers all my lewd role plays I had with her, and she still wants to do them, but I don't anymore because just feels weird. Don't blame yourself, I guess. I suddenly felt dizzy and almost fell, grabbing the first tree that came to hand in time. Juno jumped towards me. She grabbed my arms and helped me lean on their shoulders. Juno was a little taller and stronger than me, so I happily hung onto her. Oh no, she's a dummy mommy! She's a Protogen mommy! In addition to our elements, fatigue was added and I almost fell to the ground. Just a second, Vale. I'm going to call Pixie, and he'll find us, and you'll be able to rest, okay? I hope you aren't getting worse. How stupid am I? Because I ought to give my ID to people who keep the trust that this could serve more than a company. Damn. Dummy mommy! Where? It's Juno! Juno began to wade through the forest. Apparently, okay, okay, I don't think she's a dummy, but she's definitely a big girl. She's taller than the main character, and I do like big girls, big tall girls. I actually have a co-worker that is a girl that's like taller than me, and I always look up to her. And every time in my head I'm like, mommy, sorry, mommy. But she has no idea. She's just someone who works there, but I like her because she's taller than me. Girl, I'm 6'3" now. I'm 5'11". Yeah, 5'11". Damn. You're 6 feet. I'm not short. Like, okay, legit. I used to think I was like the tallest person in my friend group. So tight. Okay, I mean, okay, to be fair, they did call me tiny when I went to Ireland. They did say I was small. But like, I was shocked because I was so used to people call me tall. But I guess there are people who are taller than me. Peggable height, oh my god. You wanna peg me? I mean, I'd rather Juno do that. Like, actually, okay, I lied. I lied. I apologize. I would like to be pegged by anybody. When she succeeded, the jet was already hanging from the tops of the trees, and immediately started removing these guys. Juno dragged me on the board and threw me into the same chair I had sat earlier. The same chair I had shot earlier. Damn, what should I do? I don't have anything for your kind. Oh, I'm so sorry. How will I? I felt like I was going to throw up. Juno. Maybe one of my medications will work for you. Let me look. For example, maybe. Juno. No, it's a good idea. I'll just kill you. What should I do then? Juno! Juno turned to me, and that moment I threw up right under her feet. Oh. Along with her meager feelings of my stomach, I mainly it was just water. There was also a small berry on the floor, which I had eaten in the forest. Juno squealed. Oh. Holy crap! What the Vale? Is this some kind of special way for you to attract attention? Juno jumped away from the puddle, miraculously not getting her shoes dirty, leaning backward, wheeling in my chair. No, I don't think so. I just threw up. Stump up a short. Giannis. I am not that short. This is crazy. We got all top fail at the same time. Oh my gosh. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but like, absolute peak. It's so weird because I used to think it was the tallest one. I used to think it was really tall. People told me I was tall. My parents told me I was tall compared to everybody else. I guess maybe I'm just the tallest Italian. Damn. Maybe I just need to eat more mushrooms. I need to eat super mushrooms so I can get bigger. That's maybe that's what the Italians need to get bigger. I don't know. I closed my eyes early, but as soon as the berry had jumped out of my stomach, it became much easier for me. It's not your fruit. Apparently, I ate a poisonous berry. I was surprised. Poisonous berry? But why would you do that? I just wanted to, I was feeling depressed, and I was so done with my life. Okay, no. It was just an ordinary berry. It is very similar to what we usually collect in meat. Damn it, I'm a fool. Dame dane, dame yo, dame naron yo. Yuko, look, your spots are disappearing. I look at my hands and my knee. The spots gradually faded until they finally disappeared from the skin. As soon as I got my usual color, Juno burst in merry laughter. The case is solved, Vale. Are you sure you know everything about your flora and fauna? I blinked. Of course, why not? It's just that sometimes I can be wrong, like everyone else, but it's because some poisonous berries are mushroom very similar to the edible ones. I think I'll take this berry as a sample. Juno fished the berry out of the puke with a special device, and after washing with water, placed it in another bag. Meanwhile, it was already beginning to get dark outside. The sky dimmed, the stars sank below the horizon, and Juno looked out. When I wear my platforms, I'm like 6'6", and it's an amazing view. Oh my gosh. Damn nice. Hills are very weird to be in, to say the least. I don't think we're going out tonight. You still don't look well. I whispered to myself. Pray to Mother of Heaven. You turned and looked at me. What did you say? I say, what a pity. I wanted to tell so much more, but apparently I can't. Don't worry, tomorrow when you feel better, we will definitely travel all day and all night to learn as much as possible. I'm so glad you're willing to work so hard. I tried to stifle a miserable groan instead of swearing. It just smiled. Of course, no problem. Listen, can I wash up somewhere and go to bed? Yes, of course. Let me show you everything. Juno ordered Pixie to clean up the puddle on the floor. The puddle of puke and piss on the floor, because I pissed myself in front of a pretty girl. Pretty big, tall, Protogen woman. And dragged me to another compartment on the jet. Look, I have a shower stall here. You should get cleaned up after pissing yourself. Here, you turn on the water like this. Actually, just act Pixie. It'll solve everything out from here. I stared at the flashing buttons in the panel, as if it were the mother of heavens descended from the clouds, and I had no idea what to do. As soon as Juno walked out, I was left alone in the booth and hastily undressed. Pixie? Yes, Phil, I'm listening. Can you turn on the water for me? Of course, Phil, just a second. After a couple of moments, water poured down on me from all sides. I almost screamed in surprise. It was like a waterfall. Ah! I almost slipped on the floor while I managed to grab the walls. I don't want to get a bath. I want to stay stinky. Somehow, getting used to these miracles, I began to wash. Pixie also gave me some kind of small brush and asked me to brush my teeth. I didn't resist, although I usually clean our teeth with another thing, a special piece of cloth. When I came out, Juno was sitting in a chair. With her helmet showed nothing. I even lies. It shows a smile. I even thought she had fallen asleep, but as soon as I took steps, the picture reappeared. So, did you figure it out? Yes, Pixie helped me. Thank you for that. Oh, I should check my chat for deleted words. Okay, no, it's not deleted stuff. For it is shorter than me? Oh my gosh, how can you be so freaking tall? I call anyone shorter than me short though. You can't just call me cute and be taller than me. Come on. It's gonna do things to me. Tall dummy mommy jeans for real. I've been thinking about where you go sleep tonight. I guess you can sleep on my bed, and I'll sleep in the cryo chamber. Usually I don't have visitors. Juno smiled at me. I don't know, it sounds wrong to me. I mean, it's your jet. I don't want to kick you out of your own bed. Maybe you'd rather lie down on the bed yourself and what do you call it? That's very nice of you, but I'd rather lie down in the cryo chamber couch myself. It's not turned on right, of course, but what if you press some buttons in your sleep? Also, I'm used to sleeping there. It might be uncomfortable for you, so lie down on my bed, don't worry. Juno pointed at a bed in the corner of the compartment. The bed looked exactly the same as ours, but bigger. I couldn't even dream of such a big bed. It's fun. Especially as a dude. Saxophone as a girl too. Oh my gosh. Get to these short boys. I'm not a boy though. I'm a non-binary kitten. Dummy mommy jeans for real, like real. For real, can both use them. I'm a they them. I'm not a boy. I'm not a girl either. I'm just Vale. I'm not male, female, I'm Vale. I'm a Vale. Are you male or female? I'm a veil. So if the top person will be about 6 series in the world according to Google. Get to tease little cute beings like Vildan. I get to tease the cutie patootie Vildan. And good night, I guess. Oh, I need to blow my nose. I'm gonna blow! Good night. Oh yeah, I guess. Don't you wish good night? No, just say bye. Bye, I'll see you tomorrow. I swear I suck my shoulders. Bye, Juno. Damn, didn't get to cuddle with the Protogen. Okay, legit. I need to make a confession. When I was in Ireland and like actually sleeping with roommates, and there was like this one roommate that didn't get drunk, and I actually bonded with. I was so down to just share the bed and cuddle with each other. Sadly, I didn't get to. I couldn't bring myself to like do that because they were already like a married woman. They had a family and children, so that would probably be very weird. Kind of with Phil dreaming. I will be down to do that with someone who will be okay with it. What do we address you as then, Bill? Kitten? Big sticky kitty cuddles. Our journey continued the next day. As it turned out, June was a pretty early bird. She got up even earlier than I was used to. The sun had not yet risen. And she was already walking around the jet, sometimes hiding in her laboratory. I didn't know what kind of laboratory it was. We didn't even have anything like that, but as Juno explained to me, the laboratory was a special place where she did her research. So stinky, I gotta change the diaper, oh my gosh. The next day, oh my gosh, even the drums are the default FL Studio drums. June informed me that we will stay at this location for another day to take a few remaining. Actually, hang on. Okay, that's enough. I've seen the videos, Vil, I know how stinky you are. Same now, okay, fun, East Blue Sky. Before his Twitch. Them. I didn't mind, although I didn't want to go anywhere. Juno's bed turned out to be just magical. Soft as a feather, comfortable, big, it was a pleasure to sleep on it. And what I liked most, no one woke me up at dawn, trying to drag me off to always the same breakfast and exercise with Damien. But despite how much I rejoiced at the freedom that finally appeared, An unpleasant longing stirred in my chest. We were walking through the woods and Juno was collecting the remaining samples. She asked, "Why are you so sad? Did something happen?" I made to kick my thoughts away and tried to take control of my facial expression. "No, it's fine. I was just thinking, why do you ask?" "I don't know, I thought you were worried about something." "Well, if you don't want to talk, then of course you don't have to." Juno gave her question too quickly and smiled as she Juno gave up her questions too quickly and smiled as she went back to work. We continued to wade through the forest, and thanks to Juno, it was easier for us. She found the best pathways by scanning the area with her helmet, and I could immerse myself in not the most joyful thoughts. This is making me think. Oh my god, words. This gets me thinking. The protagonist has been a total dick to the village. They're like a total asshole to the village, the village folk. But then they meet the double D cup for you. Oh my gosh. But then they meet this new person and they all of a sudden they act nice to them. And this new person is just gonna think that the main character is like really sweet and kind. So there's gonna be this huge contrast between what the townsfolk think about the main character and what this character thinks about the main character. Wish that was me for real. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'd love to see someone cosplay as Juno, not gonna lie. That would be actually quite hot. Anyways, as I was saying, it's getting me thinking how, like, you can have so many people hating on you or thinking you are a complete asshole. But then, if you just act kind to one person, that person is just gonna think you are a wonderful person. Because you acted nice towards them, and yeah, it gets me thinking. Like, it's nice to have one person that likes you, even though many people hate you. Reverse logic. I don't know. I actually wonder if there's gonna be a climax where the main character has to tell Juno everything and like explain how everybody else hates them. I know many who like you. Yeah, well, there's lots of people who like you. And there's also people who don't like me. I was thinking about my parents. I was gone for 2 days already, which had never happened before. I didn't know how they were feeling now, or what they were doing out there. They must have been terribly worried, totally freaked out, and I was sure they were looking for me. What could I do? Did I push myself to such an act? I kicked a tree branch near my foot and sighed. I didn't make this choice in the first place. I didn't want to be chosen. But now, for once, I chose what to do and where to go. June was fun, but from time to time I thought back to my parents, even though I had tried to control it. Hey, I think I will come back to Pixie. By the way, I was thinking maybe you need to pack something to eat. What about mushrooms? We could cook them. I have a kitchen in the chat. June turned to me, holding the last sample, which she showed into my backpack. I immediately glanced up. I didn't really know a damn thing about mushrooms. Mushroom. People who don't like Veil are stinky, but like stinky in a bad way, not in the good way. Right. Only that bright yellow that the poison is functional that can kill a huge animal, but which has the others will edible. It's way better to dig up the roots of the plants. They are more nutritious and tastier. The mushrooms are not that good. Okay, whatever you say. What do you usually eat? Oh, well, a lot of things. Also those cereals, vegetables, fruit. Also eat meat. We are a whole family of hunters in the village. They bring the home game animals, and fishermen provide fish. Do you need to buy all this from each other? Not really. We exchange with each other what we can. Hunters and fishermen usually bring meat and fish. Farmers bring vegetables, fruits, food, cereals. Ranchers get milk and eggs. Tailors provide clothes. They get food for it. In general, everyone does what they can. Interesting, quite an old system. We are alone here. The others used to sell some things in neighboring villages of crystals, but they live far away, and our relations have deteriorated, so we have been supporting ourselves for several years. So you have crystals? Great, we need to find a couple. We will need to go to the lands of the eastern villages. They have mountains there, in which crystals are mined. Great, I am Steve. Great, then we'll go there. So what kind of fruits do you want to dig up? Get the back of my hand around carefully. It was necessary to come up in the right now. Actually, I really need to find food. I won't just eat, supplies. She probably had a limited amount of oil for her, but I didn't want to get poisoned again by alcohol. In the end, I wanted to do a plan that looked more or less familiar. These are very nutritious and delicious. Just a second. Look at all of the stems and pull up almost step, almost dropping down my ass. They were too few roots. So I had to pull out a few more of them. I think that's enough. You like it. You're shrugging her shoulders. Well, I hope so. Come on, Pixie. We'll help you. Back on the jet, we started cooking. Let them cook. I didn't know how to cook. After all, my parents are villagers all the food for me throughout my life, and therefore I didn't know at all what to do with the raw ingredients. But I was pulling out. I didn't want to lose face in front of Juno, so I tried to deal with it. In the end, I just washed the beans and put them in boiling water. It used to not disgusting. It was a stressful quality of the dish. The restaurant will be quite different from next set. They were sour, bitter, stuffed like oatmeal and bland. Juno was watching me carefully as I ate, so I had to carefully control my facial expression. Well, how do you like it? I threw was almost into a not big enough face. It's great, so yummy. I was shocked when my pieces got stuck in my throat, and I washed it with my water. Juno was sitting across from me, and I had a prop on her hand. Honestly, it looks disgusting. She made a sad expression with her hand, but I already got used to my most digital facial expression. It was still strange to me not to see the face of the person who loves communicating with on a picture in a book. No, I'm telling you, it's yummy. Sure, you want to try? No, I have my own food, thank you, Val. This smells even worse than the stuff that I really eat this? Are you sure that's not coming from your diaper? I just follow another mouthful difficulty. Yeah, it's very healthy. There's a lot of different sorts of vitamins, and useful stuff in that plant. And it tastes much better than it looks. Is this just steamed hands all over again? Do you know what smells is better? A nice full diaper. It's so great that every clan has its own interesting traditions. Oh, I guess that one is. FNAF 3 loading screen. The swamp was illuminated by a bright purple light over the sky. Just as Juno noted, it was one of the satellites of our planets. That was Juno for real. I mean, we've been hanging out with Juno the entire time, so And also, she's a protogen, so she has like protogens do use their cooling fans to to expel gas. So did I just go back in time? I did. Oh my gosh, swampy diaper. But it would be fun to sit on someone's face with a diaper and not lose. You'd be surprised. T T Tilia, the principal surface area or stuff. I'll be walking around the swamp after midnight. Who doesn't want this? Right? But let's find the boy. When do we get to fuck the Protogen? And then we finish forms the creature were big, the sense of a farm. So I want to try it again, not to step on them. Juno didn't sustain at all, and grabbed them with their bare hands, examining and touching each wild swamp creature. You sound EP. I am. I'm just waiting for the choice decision making part. Being on the puppy. I'm a cat. I wanna put it down. You struck the frail body of love, fed bright red spider before the boss. There is sort of a game with goosebumps, and I wanted to run away from Dream to monster across the front with one kick. Turning shivering useful features gravity are all interesting and cute. We are overreacting. Look how pretty it is. It's cute fluffy legs. Cute, those breasts look like monsters. Just want to be great gently. While many inhabitants of the universe look at monsters, but in fact are very nice and kind creatures. Okay, all you 871098E look at cute mutated worms and stink of a natural mucus. They're pretty pleasant guys. They were so hospitable, they invited me to the place right away, showed me everything, and allocated a whole delegation to give me an excursion around the planet. They invited me to come back, but so far I had no time to make a visit. Can I ask a question? Is this character.ai? She's got nice thighs though. Of course, Phil, ask. What do you need permission? Well, it's a bit of a personal question. Of course, ask, I'm listening. Why did you decide to, well, travel the universe? Have you always wanted to do this, or did you just have no choice? There was silence. June apparently was considering my question. She lowered her hand, allowing the vile, terrible red-bellied thing that was barely even worth calling a creature at all to go away. If this is some kind of painful topic for you, then... No, I was just thinking how to make the story short. You know, my species has a long history. We were once just some slaves created to replace real soldiers in war. An artificial species in labs with the help of science. But after many efforts we gained our freedom and became a normal species with free will. Lot of big thighs. I want a species with big thighs. Me too. Since then, most of us pursue either an assortment of collective goals or individual dreams. Some projects work for the government and complete special missions. Some live a normal life on our own planet, and some of them, like me, live on their own and travel to the universe. Since I was born, I always wanted to study biology, but maybe because that was imprinted in my genes when I was created. I never thought about anything else since I became free. I understand a lot of words you said, so that was someone that everything without asking me questions. So it's like, on your fate? Something like that? Just to me, I thought it was for something that happened. Fate? Is that like a religious concept about predetermined future? Yeah, something like that. Here we have, for example, Mother Heaven. She creates fate, she lives in a cloud, and we use destiny from heavenly threats. And you can't go against this fate. She decides who you will become, what you will do, and in general, she determines your whole life. And how do you know what she decided? Well, usually someone who just lives their whole life without making any changes, believes this is the only way it should be. The roof of your house fell in, so this is your fate. A flood killed all the cattle, your fate. A lean year, pretty simple, this is your fate. We like that, and we only believe in fate. And what about the unusually? A frown, not understanding what usual meant. What do you mean? Well, you said it's usually like this, but what about the exceptions? I bit my lip, thinking about her words. My gaze fell on Tilia was in the sky, illuminated by a pinkish purple glow. Well, one time our elder said that Led, this is the younger brother of Mother of Heaven, came to him and told him that one of the boy from our village is the chosen one. And Led told of his fate, that he was destined to live in the village and all his life, and then when he turned 21, he became the head of the settlement. And this boy is supposed to save our village and its inhabitants from some terrible trouble in the future. My test is so big, oh my. So you're taller than me and you've also got thick thighs? When can we get married? I mean, why? Gonna get in the way though. Aww. And if he leaves, nothing can be saved. Another village will be destroyed. That's horrible. How can you say such a thing to a child? It's simply unacceptable. Is it normal for your culture? It's on my shoulders. I don't know, but I mean, this boy didn't like what he heard at all, and he has lived like this the whole life, daring to do everything on free will. Villagers decided everything for him because they believed that since he was their savior, it meant that he became their property. Something like that. That story, what really happened? Did this boy save his village? Big ties are cool to look at, but they like rub and you get a rash between your thighs, especially when sweating. Aww. I'm guessing it's also kind of hard to sleep in. It messes with your spine. Often quite sweaty now. Aww. Well, no, in fact, it's still unclear how the story. Wait. Yeah, that's enough of that. The perks of big thighs is big butt. Yeah, I love big butt, and I cannot lie. This means I'm a built pillow. Yeah, I wanna be between that. I wanna be in there. I wanna put my face in there. Do you believe that in his fate? Do you look at me and this guy's interest for her? It all probably sounded like a fairy tale. However, it did for me too. I didn't know what to say. Didn't believe in fate, but at the same time, they understood that if my fate was predetermined, I wouldn't know about it. Decision time? What if it's really like that? What if something happened to the village when I left? To be honest, no, I don't believe it. This is what I thought. That there is no fate, and there's no mother of heaven with it either. All this fiction is in order to make life easier for people. What do you mean, like make life easier? Well, people have always been afraid of a lot of things. Death, for example, or crop failure. They didn't know how to deal with that, so they came up with a fairy tale that some woman in heaven decided everything and that she runs everything. And after death, she will take us to heaven and let us work in helping to create the universe. Somehow it made life easier, and people are not so afraid to die anymore. Well, that's the exact idea of religion. It's similar to most of the plants of intelligent species. Though I'm surprised you understand that despite your limited knowledge about the universe. In my butt? You can't just say I want to put my face there and continue. I like fat thighs and butts. They're very soft. You are truly a black sheep. You are black. Yeah, an ashen eyebrow. I'm not saying what Juno was talking about. What am I? By Miro Kitsune on VR chat. I've heard such an expression on one planet. Being a black sheep means that you are different from others, not like them. Does this not take place on Earth? What planet does this take place? Because it's definitely not Earth. If you are a furry, I recommend a change in lifestyle. Watch Tom the Anti-Furry. He will enlighten you with facts. Well, Bob, if you are if you don't like furries, I recommend you not to watch my stream then, and like refrain from commenting, and just moving on with your day, and have something better to do with your life. What horny stuff did I miss? No, I had to piss. No, you do not go to the bathroom. You hold it in and watch my stream forever and ever. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't poop. Don't pee. No, we didn't miss. There was not. Okay, you missed when the main characters said that Juno has nice boobs, but that's about it. No, don't hold it. That's me. It's a meme. It's just a meme. Don't worry about it. I mean, I do have diapers called hypothetically used now. Yeah. So you don't get to miss my stream. There's one another. Yes, I guess the real was a black sheep. What about you? You said some of you're far away from new planets. Is that a common thing? Not a common thing, but not too rare either, especially for the scientists like Protogens. Hi, Niall. Wait, you're a Protogen? I've attracted a Protogen in my chat. Some of us want the freedom more than others, so it's okay for a Protogen to live a lonely life without making contact with the other Protogens. For me, the universe and its nature is much more interesting than anything else. There are so many new and explored things out there in space. And you never wanted to go back home? Yes. Can I feed you some ram? Lol. Juno's rug and Seabag and ours sample. Thank you for the hydrate, Qwerty. I know this game. Well, don't spoil it for me, because this is my blind pleasure. Maybe sometimes, but not this much. Not that much. Before I gave my freedom, well, I was working in a lab every day. I usually worked with other Protogen scientists, but since we all came free, nobody wanted to work with others, and everyone started their own journey as a lonely scientist. Besides, the first generation of Protogen never had families or close friends. It's not something that we were supposed to learn in our so-called childhood. How is that possible? Weren't you born by your mothers? Or that is eggs or something like that? Literally said, we were created artificially in laboratories. We were created by the help of genetic engineering and VR training. Blind pale to takes out blindfold here. Oh my gosh. Gene. What? Well, something like deciding which characteristics the creature will have before it's born. You can make it strong, fast, tall, short, and so on. They decided to make me a dummy mommy. The only difference from fate is that it's decided by another creature, not by God. Our creators made us strong and healthy, but obedient. Gladly, we destroy our shackles and start a new life. I won't tell you the whole story right now, it's really too long. It's too long! And I like to explain too many things. What, your accent? What about my accent? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Besides, I already told you a lot of things that I shouldn't have. Except for the slavery, it sounds very cool. I'd be happy to have the possibility to travel to distant places. I've been dreaming of traveling all my life to see the least of our planet. To see at least our planet, but well, I couldn't. Why not? Well, I don't have a jet to fly anywhere. It's dangerous to travel alone on foot for such a weak creature like me. What type is it? You sound like Italian? Yeah, cause I am Italian. Though, it's not so scary with someone else. I don't have any friends here. That is so real. I'm so sorry to hear that, Phil. Though I don't know if it's alright in your culture to not have friends. No, it isn't actually. My peers have a lot of friends, but I, in short, don't have anyone. Just parents, but they're not friends. They're just different. Do you have no friends because you don't believe in Mother of Heaven or Earth? In this from her, I smiled. I sounded really upset, but I couldn't say why I really didn't have any friends. You want to admit that I lied to Juno was qualified to help with the research. That I just grabbed my first chance I got to escape this prison when I spent my whole life with Juno won't put me away or went on. But we will have returned to the village. I will have come up with our same story back to the villagers to take me over accurate mistakes. Is Ristin bot a real person? No, it's a bot. You're hot, Eva, so is Phil. Oh my gosh. I mean, from what I heard, Eva does sound pretty hot. I think to some extent. I once told my friend Damien they didn't believe in all this. They reacted very aggressively. He called me a betrayer. I haven't told anyone since that I think all this nonsense. Well, it doesn't matter now. Look, Phil, you're traveling right now. This is probably not what you expected me and dreamed of, but no, that's great, really. Even now, this is the coolest adventure of my life. Besides, I was very lucky. I met you. I never thought I would ever see inhabitants of other planets. It's so cool when your friend is an alien from outer space. I laughed merrily, but for some reason Juno didn't share my joy. It was as if I had something wrong, but I didn't understand what exactly. The image of my helmet changed, the smile disappeared, giving way to a sad expression. Is everything alright? Did I say something wrong? Let's get ready. I already finished here. I'll scan the rest of them with my helmet. We can finish this with territory and go back to the go to the next tomorrow morning. I'll switch them out. Gotcha. Yeah, take the sample and put them in the backpack. I waited to pick out the bag samples and shove them into the large bag beyond the shoulders. Juno, are you sure you're okay? I'm sorry if I blurted something out. Maybe it has some other meaning for you. You never know. It's okay, Val. Forget it. Juno smiled, but it seemed to me that even on the helmet, the smile looked too artificial and forced. No, really. If I said something wrong, it's okay. I told you. Come on, Pixie's waiting for us. These are roots for yours that you could get today. I hope you will pass for dinner. I think Grounders for Juno. We went back there for last minute samples. You know, I think they're gone bad. They are not usually stored for so long. We scanned them before I left. They were fresh besides the frozen end. And we never freeze them with this, so I probably already got that. I'm telling you for sure they're not gonna eat anymore. Oh, okay, wow. But we'll eat them. Do you have any of those fruits you gave me? I'll check what we have there, don't worry. We'll leave you hungry, Bill. What? Are you real rest? Do you have a good bod that gives me confidence off top sometimes? Yeah, you're very hot. You finished through the territory of forests around the northern valley and headed south, where a hot desert with a mercilessly scorching sun awaited us. I need to take a break. Very savvy. Sure, I will say from there. Are you sure no one lives here? No one. You feel that? You know, maybe it was a falling rock. What the? Giant fat worm. Juno, run! Be over there. You run away. There's no one here. I thought there was no one here. You said just new. Juno, help! Sun in the eye! I get this for it being cute. I just look like flat out nerd dork. Aw. I like nerds. Oh jeez. After I had already said goodbye to life, it was a loud bang. I opened my eyes. Juno was holding the chick of a gun in her hand. She went the worm and pulled the trigger. Get up, quickly! The worm became distracting and shrieked louder, so Juno grabbed me and almost grabbed me to the chat. We barely had enough time to get in, so Juno threw me into a chair and shouted. Pixie, let's get out of here! We're leaving Earth? We obeyed and jet hummed and we soared into the air. I was breathing heavily, sitting in an armchair, trying to calm the frantic pounding of my heart. She was sitting next to me with her elbows on her knees and her head in her hands, staring at the floor. Her eye was expressionless. We were silent for a few minutes while we just tried to catch our breaths. My legs were still shaking from running so fast and my hip hurt from falling. Soon a bruise will appear. Phew, we did it! A smile appeared on my lips. You see that cute bastard? He all ate me, and thanks for... They let me finish. She got outside and left. Leave me alone. The module door closed behind her with a soft click. Completely unaware of what happened, why you had arrived at that, I continued to sit in the chair in silent solitude. See? Yes, Phil? Did I say something wrong? Sorry, well, I can't talk about this, it's personal. You like to drink or some water and change your clothes? And change your diaper? I tried very hard. What couldn't Pixie talk about? What can't you talk about? Sorry, Will, I can't tell you. Would you like to drink or some water and change your clothes? You probably need you really need a change. Can I change? Can you please get your diaper changed? This conversation was getting me nowhere. I leaned back in my chair and ran my hand over my face. Grains of sand stuck to my skin. I was covered in a layer of either dust or pretty dirt. Oh, you got freckles and glasses? Oh, I like nerds. I love nerds. I'm a nerdy girls are actually my type. Nerdy thick girls. Yeah, I would like. Thanks, Pixie. I would like a diaper change. Juno didn't talk to me for the next day. We went to the western forest. She worked without a single word. She scanned the air and shoved samples into my hands, but refused to answer any of my questions. I knew I had done something wrong, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Several times I tried to start a conversation, ask something, but Juno hadn't answered shortly yes or no, or ignore my words altogether. What lousy, during the first days that Juno had trouble together, I gotten used to our communication. The sound of her voice. I put the CC on thick though. Oh my. I never been as interested in Aaron as I was in her. Maybe it was because I never talked to anyone as much about anything in the world, about life, about fate, about nature, and so on. It seemed to me that Juno and I have found a common language. I was sure that she felt the same way. And now I didn't understand what had happened, or how to fix it. I didn't want to lose contact with Juno. I never experienced such togetherness with anyone as I did with her. When we were walking up through the forest, this time but quite a rare one, with a comfortable trodden road, Juno said, "You lied to me, didn't you? You don't know anything about you don't know anything about your planet." I froze, no longer trailing behind her. My heart sank into my heels. My face turned bright red. I didn't know what to answer with. Well, what makes you think that? Because it's impossible not to know about freaking giant worms if you know the whole planet like the back of your hand. Gina turned to me, an angry expression on her helmet. I hesitated. What could I say? After all, she was right. I had no idea I was putting us both in danger. Maybe I once heard about something like this in books, but I didn't know that giant worms lived in a certain desert. Will, tell me the truth. Yes, you're right. You're 100% right. I didn't know much about nature, or much about the planet as a whole, and I have never left my village. June looked at me in surprise, then growled furiously. She kicked a large stone with her foot, and it flew off in the other direction. Why did you lie to me? You should have said it right away. Am I your babysitter? Can you? Please? 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 I needed a guide, not a liability. And you don't know anything. I wouldn't mind you being a babysitter though. I couldn't tell otherwise you wouldn't have taken me. That's right, I won't have taken you and you will be responsible for your life. Juno's a carrier. Yeah. But I had to leave. What else was I supposed to do? You came out of nowhere and I said you were from another planet. I was confused. Don't lie to me, Vale. You didn't get confused. You decided to play travel and took advantage of me. But I'm not your babysitter. Change your diaper, feeding you. Life. I will so love that. Oh my gosh. Just Protogen, mommy, babysitter. Just to be. I thought you were an experienced person. I thought you knew everything about your planet. But what do you do? What do you turn out to be? I hung a pile of stones around my neck. And what if you died yesterday? What would I do? What would I say in your village? What's the difference? I'm alive. You're alive thanks to me. She stamped her foot in anger. She was breathing heavily, and the face on her hand turned bright red, unfit from rage. I didn't know how to justify myself. After all, Jenna was right. I made a deal by lying to her about everything. The only, excuse me. The only thing I didn't lie about was my name. And she had a big mission. She had to study the planet, not solve my problems for me. I felt terribly ashamed and immediately regretted that I had not told the truth from the very beginning. My face lit up with a blush. Sorry, Juno. I'm sorry. I already am. I didn't mean to lie. Just what? Why didn't? Why did you end up by the river if you never left the village? Why you asked to come with me? What do you want, Will? With my lips sagging heavily, I sat down on a fallen log and dropped my head in my hands. Do you remember how I told you about the boy who became the chosen one? Allegedly, the mother of heaven chose him. I remember. So what? What does that have to do? What does that have to do with it? This boy is me. I was 3 years old when the elves told me that I had a great destiny. That my life was predetermined by the mother of heaven. That she had a mission for me, and that's why I was sent here. According to the prophecy, I was supposed to become the ruler of the Northern Valley in the future, become a savior, and cope with some terrible threat. I never had a choice, you know. I was raised as a chosen one. I was written as a chosen one, and not as a simple person. Even my parents called me the chosen one and savior every day, not by name. Everything was forbidden to me. I ate according to a schedule. My day was scheduled by the minute. I was not allowed to read what I wanted, do what I wanted, go where I wanted. I lived there as a pet, and so on my 20th birthday, I couldn't do it anymore. I spoke in front of the whole village, and I prepared a speech for every birthday, and this time I just expressed everything that boiled over. That there is no mother of heaven, there is no destiny, and in general, I don't believe in all of this. I said it in front of everyone, in front of the elders, in front of my parents. They almost showed me to the healers. They would have definitely locked me in the house and just wait for the threat to come, but it might have never come. And I will have spent my whole life within 4 walls, like some kind of decoration, not a person. Fourth wall break? Gotta go check on my wax? Okay, Ava. So on our way, just ran through the woods until I was exhausted. I didn't know what to do, I asked myself. Where would I go now? In the forest, I was just die alone, and to go back to the village. This was, well, a voluntary surrender for my whole life. I didn't want that kind of life, you know. I want to live like a normal person. I want to travel and see the world. Then I showed up and I needed a guide, and I decided that this was my chance. And now I could escape and no one will find me. Then I will see the world, and you will help with this. Well, I'll help you and you will help me. I didn't mean any harm to you, honestly. Welcome back, Eva. I just wanted to become your friend. I started around my hands over my face. Juno, after hearing my confession, still silently in the same place, not knowing how to answer. I'm sorry I lied to you, but I really like traveling with you. You're very hot. I've never been friends with anyone. I never had anyone. Just like this Damien I was talking about, but he doesn't care about me, you know? He only called me my friend, but in fact he's not a friend at all. And that's fine if you want me to leave. But I would like to stay with you. I never had such a great time with anyone. And thank you for saying yesterday. I'm gonna stay on Steam. I'm gonna wax for like watch you, cutie. I got a wax as well, but I don't know how to do that without like. Okay, I know about like the wax tape that you put on your hair and like you pull it out very quickly and it hurts like hell. I don't want to do that. But I need to learn how to shave my legs. I wanna be pretty for my diaper pics, pretty much, or my diaper videos. I wanna wear my skirt and striped underwear and poop on it with fanboy legs. Anyways, if it's only for you, I will really be gone. Oh, I use sugar waxing. Okay, interesting. When I finished my story, I looked away to the ground. I was afraid that Juno would drive me away and tell me to return to the village. Or even worse, she will just leave me here. Juno, don't leave me here! It's a lot less painful. Oh, that's good to hear. I never get to the northern valley from here because we were almost on the other side of the planet. No matter how small, according to Juno, it may have been. I didn't want it to end so suddenly. After all, we had fun together. Juno sighed, walked over, and sat down next to me on a log. I have been epilating also, but I feel like waxing instead of now. Okay. I don't need friends, Will. This is why I travel alone. As to not make friends. Why? I thought you were enjoying hanging out with me. Yes, I did, and I do. It's great, even fun and interesting to be with you, but I don't need that. That is, well, I can't. I shouldn't get attached to anyone. It's fraught with consequences. What consequences? You know, silent for a few moments before I finally give it up. Sorry, Will, I also lied to you. I actually had a friend, my very best friend. We met on one of the planets I was exploring. His name was Toshi. He was my guy on that planet, but we got along so well that he also became my friend. There was nothing keeping him on the planet. He had nearly relatives or no friends, so he decided to fly with me. We traveled together for a long time, lived by side, and helped each other, and then, well, on one of the planets we fell into a trap, and until she died, there was nothing I could do. And if I called, I didn't do anything. I just didn't have time. I only managed to make my own way out. He urged me to leave, said I shouldn't even think about staying with him, and I had to leave, otherwise we would have died together. For a while it seemed to me like it would be better if I had died with him. There wouldn't be this constant feeling of guilt. It's always with me, no matter what I do. And it can't be fixed, though she can be returned. When I came to my senses, I vowed never to make friends again, or even somehow get attached to those with whom I traveled around the planets. The gods became just helpers for me, and I tried to stay away from them. With you, it's really great to be with you. It's like Toshi, but in a different way, of course. And when you showed up, I realized how alone I've been all this time, but I can't get attached, I can't let this happen because then I might lose it again. I just can't face it. I can't face it again. Oh, what would have happened if it hadn't stayed with yesterday? I would have died. Exactly, right in front of my eyes. When I saw you lying there, and this woman was ready to devour you, I fell into a stupor. It was as if Toshi appeared before my eyes, and history was repeating itself. I didn't know what miracle I managed to pull myself together and help you. Regards, high regards. I didn't want to lose a friend again, it's too hard. You can't be alone all your life. Look who's talking. Juno looked at me with a sad face. I didn't know how she felt. I had never lost any friends, and I never had any friends at all in the first place. And I could only imagine how scary it was to carry such a burden and to blame myself every day. But at the same time, I knew that no one had to blame themselves every day. It was too hard to live with such a load, especially in your pant. You cannot control who you get attached to, and if that happened, maybe you should have. So, Juno smiles sadly. Juno smiled sadly. How do you smile sadly? That's a sentence. Smiled sadly. Fate. Check or resonate words. Something like that, I'm sure Toshi wouldn't want you to be alone for the rest of your life and not let anyone near you. What will he say to you if you hear of this? Juno thought about it and laughed softly and softly instead of voice. Whatever that means. Like a fake smile, I guess? Maybe. This translates to let's stay. Well, pick up your nuts and and stop behaving like a child. She really does not want to be a caregiver. Though she was quite strict when it came to self-resolution. His philosophy was somewhat similar to yours. He believed that what was meant to happen couldn't be avoided. What had already happened couldn't be changed. Like my full diaper. He will only get angry if he found out that for so many years I have been afraid to say an extra word for my assistants, or even start a conversation. Because the more you talk to them about abstract topics, the more you get attached. I think you and I found each other. Didn't have any friends because no one wanted to be friends with me. Well, everyone wanted to be friends with the chosen one, not just me. I don't have any friends because you're afraid to make them. I think we're cut from the same cloth. You just smiled. Well, you're right. I will try to help you, Juno, I promise. We don't have to, become very close friends. We can be friends for now, get used to each other. If we become best friends, though, be it. I will try not to be a burden to you, okay? I held my hand to Juno. She looked at it with incomprehension in her eyes, but apparently quickly remembered what it meant. Smiling, she sniffed. As she was crying, and squeezed my hand in a handshake. Alright, let everything go as it goes, and then we'll see, alright? Yeah. Well, are we going to look for any stuff for usage? Yes, it'll be dark soon. It is over with as soon as possible, and then we'll go and look for more of your roots. I was running. By the way, I wanted to say, honestly, I don't know what these roots are. They were disgusting and I wanted to eat them again. And why do you eat them? I don't know, this game is edible mushroom for another one, and roots are safer than mushrooms, so I lied to you. Sorry, but that's the thing I lied to you all, honestly. That's amazing. I swear something like that. Those roots stank terribly. And I thought you was your diaper. I can't imagine how you eat them. What is it again? Honestly, I have no idea. Don't look at me and then laugh out loud. What is wrong with you, Vale? Everything. You eat such a filth just not to tell me the truth. Your endurance is enviable. I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Let's just forget about it and we'll find something better. This is just steamed hams. Forget? Well, no way. I remind you of it every day. Oh no, she's gonna tease me. She's like a dummy mommy. She's gonna get me all flustered. The further we move across the planet, the closer Juno and I got. I felt that it got easier. I felt that it was easy, right? And good for me with Juno. As if it was supposed to happen. As if we were supposed to meet. We had known each other for a long time. We just hadn't seen each other for many years. But now we have finally found our way to each other again. As promised, I helped Juno as much as I could. I tried to learn how to collect samples, of course, exclusively under their strict guidance. I recall everything I studied about nature at school. I tried my best to become Juno's assistant, not a burden. I happened to have an excellent chat. I even let me into a laboratory. She showed me everything there, although I still don't understand most of the words. Juno laughed kindly and assured me that I will definitely figure it out in the future. Our journey ran through the whole world. I didn't even know how big it really was. Of course, for Juno, our planet was tiny, but for me it was a boundless expanse. For a guy who had lived all his life in one place, one house, waking up every morning in a new place was a real miracle. Furthermore, I began to think about asking Juno to travel to space with her when her research plan was over. I didn't have enough imagination to picture what I would see there. I didn't wait to go, even though I knew it would be extremely difficult to persuade Juno to take me with her. She never agreed to it. I didn't want to think what would happen if Juno just flew away one morning because she arrived suddenly like a blessing in the middle of a wide forest. I woke up from my nap. I'll still have to sleep later though. I have to sleep right now. Was she? Forget about me? Leave it all behind? I couldn't imagine how I could possibly forget. How could I leave our friendship, our communication, our heart-to-heart conversations on my shoulders? Near a nap for real? For me, it was something new. So I want to imagine how what would be like to lose it. But I thought my parents were weird, but remember it was about not flushing a diaper. Yay! The rest of the time, the village could be destroyed by the fire, prophecy, rain. I wanna see the furry. Show me the furry. Please show me the furry. Yeah! As soon as you got out of the jazz and smell it, our noses smell like a rot. Long dead meat. Damn, do you need a change again? We looked at each other and realized that Juna also smelled it. Why does this stink so much? I don't know, maybe something died nearby? I swear it's not coming from my diaper. Hmm. For now, possible because it's about completely different when I remember the picture with the books. The picture will drop quite differently. But these are too early for winter and you're quite warm. Should it's this way? Never shouldn't be like this. Like, wilted? Too early for that. What just happened? It was clear that I have noticed deep down was something. Take samples. We need to find out what kind of disease it is. Well, maybe you get a passport and then sit in your field, hee. Think you also need a visa? I don't know. But I would love that though. This can be an accident. I could have froze all even the grass. What do you mean? Ever seen something like this before? It's a panic mode where you know what kind of you're not sure you're not. We can find this, right? I'll tell you, I promise. Just a pastor, I'm in US Cuba. Okay. So US citizens don't need a visa to go to Europe, but Europeans do? Okay, good to hear. Oh, God, that. We need to get out of here. I don't like it. But is it dangerous? Maybe it's like that. I don't cry outside from a home with types of from the desperate of starting like when you like seeing the glasses and barrel roll you want to sound. Beautiful animal with 5 hooves and 3 holes on its head. Damn. We wait around some dust to find out. What do you call them? 3 holes of herbivores. Damn. Blood. Which country you will? Italy! Let's get out of here. I'll tell you everything as soon as I get off the jet. I'm not safe here. June and I set off a brisk pace in the opposite direction, just in case he was like again after. You have to, Juno? My heart was canceling my chest with fear. What happened to this forest? What happened to the animal? What would Juno react like that? We're in the Japanese city and some energy, but it is sad. Juno, I was warning, there is a known virus in the ship. I know Pixie, we brought it. You need to understand what it is. Be careful, it could be dangerous. Virus? I mean like a flu? It's hardly that harmless. You saw what happened to that 3-horn. I can sample so picture that off. She decided to go back to where we were listening to their place. You live there, or are you from there, or both? So I was originally born in Cuba, but I'm currently in Italy. I've been in Italy for like over 20 years. So I am Italian by now. I'm still in Italy right now. Then I promise it's gonna be easy, but you know what? Then you're gonna stop. I understand myself. So it's still it was far over the planet. We need to find out what's the other sense of stop where it came from now. I like you live in UK? That's that's cool. If there's a chance, it's possible to listen one. We are not a magician, we have no sense, but I mean we can do everything. It may not work out. Trevor Pixie. Damn. British. Yay. Yeah, mate. You know what to do, so crossing shared spoon like the other. There's no virus that kills plants. Oops. Stone Pixie, keep an eye on the lab. Just, will you tell me? I think it's a virus, and the virus is very dangerous. Doesn't over magic perform well, which goes pretty quickly to the air to touch. It kills carrier and I try to kill the virus with cold heat, but the effects and temperature don't cause any harm. Listen, I don't want to scare Bart. I don't want to alarm you, but I think it's very serious. We need to return home immediately. Our journey is over. Assume that it can be stopped somehow, and I will try to do everything I can to help your planet. I grip the hands on my chair, feeling my heart on my chest, so it was beating faster than every word June said. No, wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean I have to go back? Wait, what about you? I'm going back to my ship. The ship is only part of the ship. The ship itself waiting for me in orbit. Then I have more devices, like more tools I can try to create a cure. I shouldn't be with your loved ones. No way. What are you talking about, June? This is my planet, my house. If it's in danger, I'm not going to sit down by. I will help you any way I can. We much better if we were duos. It can be very dangerous. What if you get infected? Or what if you get infected? Still, you better go back. I don't want to be constantly distracted by worries about you. I don't want to let it happen again. If nothing will happen to me, if it does, it will mean you can have prevented it. It won't be much better off at home anyway than with you. Elizabeth here too. I am freaking depressed. The job market here sucks. If the virus is spreading so fast, I might really maybe ditch, but if this virus won't be getting it, I'm very going to proceed. I felt the procedure on mine. When I felt a wave of heat radiate in my body. I never touched June like that before, gently squeezing her palm, saying that I was here, next to her, and nothing will happen to me. In fact, I never touched anyone like that, even my parents. They didn't even need my support. They tried to support me, but never worked out. I felt more ready to battle than ever, more motivated than ever. Maybe that was my purpose, we know. Help Juno with the cure. If I was going to die, so be it. But I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay with you. I will get through this together. And if you fail, what then? I had squeezed mine in response. A warm, thin fingers then squeezed mine. For a moment, my head skipped a beat. Then we will think about what to do next, okay? We will solve problems as they occur. You for the government. I know so many people that work for the government and that are like into diapers. That's crazy. As a matter of encouraging to sign up for performance, so give up. Fine, we're right, Pixie. Let's go to the ship. We need to decide what is it with the government and diapers? Seriously, what is it with the government and like liking wearing diapers? What is it with politics and wearing diapers? That show can show me show in the sky. Oh, so I'm staying with Juno? I think I need, okay, I need Trump as a typer. I think that was Elon Musk. Wasn't Elon Musk the one with the baby fur alt on Twitter? Anyways, I need to take a break. I seriously need to take a break. I need to save. I'm gonna save here. There was no decision. There's a nice view. I, I wonder if there's like more pictures like this in the game. Okay, that's enough. Okay, um, cool game. I can provide a view like that for real. Oh my gosh, even better with a diaper on. Um, cool game. Boring filler though. Absolutely boring intro. But I like the dynamic with the Protogen. Thanks for the highlight, QWERTY. Will's eyes only. Damn. I mean, wait, no, okay. I didn't realize what you meant. Hell yeah. Thank you, Eva. I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna look forward to that in my DMs. All right. I only have 4 people watching. I think I'm just gonna end stream without reading out. But yeah, this was my furry Protogen. Cute. You gotta DM me after this. Okay, I'll try to remember. Cute game, cute Protogen. She's tall. I like tall women. Also, Will, I'm getting a VR headset next year so I can play VR and play with you. Yay, heck yeah. Alright, with that said, always remember, guys, be cringe, be free, be yourself. Like Phil said in the game. I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.